Hello everyone, welcome to 3-to-Screen Plays Pathfinder Episode 2, Campaign 2. Here's the party. We're all here. We're all present. We're all a day late because of Meg, but we're all happy about it.
Fucking Meg.
Love you!
It's true.
I love you!
But we love her, which is why we're a day late.
I thank you guys for that.
So, would someone like to give an overview of what happened last game? Or I can read the summary, which is a little wordy.
Go for it.
Okay, let me pull out my summary.
Ben was going to.
So, in case you haven't been able to, we have created episode summaries, which are located on our website, which is 3toscreen.com.
Gross.
That is 3 to a screen.
I find
All spelled out. No numbers.
I find cute things gross.
Alright, so starting with episode 1, Converging Paths. Caladrian, Cal, and Maricena arrive north of town and head to the docks to charter a ship. Bay and Mandalorian arrived via ship and were headed to find lodging. After being spotted by Maricena, Bay was approached and told they smelled nice. Maricena is revealed to be royalty. Maricena and Cal headed to the docks after encountering a racist harbor master who were forced deeper into the city. Maricena was unwillingly carried by Cal. After finding lodging at the Wayward Traveler, the group taught Maricena the value of money and learned Mandalorian was from a family of notable repute. Maricena stated Samsaran smelled like fruity, sparkling water. The group had breakfast and then disguised Bay as an elf. Cal goes to his room before heading to the market. Bay is referred to as Blueberry by Maricena. The group finds it cute. Upon reaching the market, Maricena searches for a black hair dye, paying a gentleman a platinum who takes her to a hair salon where a special dye is applied that is said to make it last 3 months by Calaterra the hairdresser. Cal is entranced by the dye. Meanwhile, Bay focuses on their life wheel, which guides into a purple stone at a stall, which turns out to be fossilized bone encrusted in amethyst. They purchase the stone. Bay and Mandalorian manage to find the hair salon as Maricena and Cal are leaving. Bay's disguise is removed by Cal. Maricena declares Bay to be her favorite person. Bay explains how they are searching for themselves and how Samsarans are born and seek to make their way to Corcus Lake, then leave to discover who they are. After a small discussion of Samsarans, Cal notices a woman sobbing. He checks on her and discovers her husband Marcoso is missing, and with the night of Curse-Luck approaching in a few days, she is convinced if he doesn't make it back, he will die. The group discovers that her husband was trying to raise money by raiding a mine in order to save their home. He is currently a day overdue and the mines are roughly 2 days away. The group puts up the woman, Euryce, in the Wayward Traveler for 5 days and pick up their animals from the inn stables. The group meets with the dwarf that sold Bay the amethyst bone, who tells them of the several caves, but only one within range, Purple Cave, which has many warnings posted outside of it, primarily due to mold. The mold is explained to make individuals quite sick, and those who go in tend to perish if they do not have a cure or some sort of protection. The group buys a bulk of the cure, which the dwarf said he would buy back at a discounted rate. They learn his name to be Hosgarth. He gives them directions to the mines and bids them farewell. The group spends time writing in their journals on the ride to the mines. Bay requests help from the Crown, the god whom they worship. Maricena speaks of her mother being dead so long she cannot remember what she looks like. Bay states that if people are lucky, they come back blue. Cal inquires if Bay knew of time before the Mad King. Bay says possibly and reveals part of their journal and how much of it is faded and lost to time, therefore illegible. The group makes camp and Cal creates a globe of water, refills water skins, and Packrat cleans himself. Cal pulls a piece of cotton out of Packrat's nose, which surprises the party. Maricena makes Packrat dry, soft, and fluffy. The night passes without incident. Bats and owls are seen and heard hunting. A mole is seen. Shooting star is also seen and a wish made. A mole is seen again. The group wakes, eats breakfast, and heads north, passing over the Sliver Desert before reaching Urgathoa's site. Maricena pulls out a black spotted pink parasol, which Cal turns black for the duration of prestidigitation. The group reaches the warning signs around 7 o'clock at night. As the group discusses watches, they notice an owlbear in the distance, which they keep an eye on. They see the cave in the distance with signs to beware of purple mold. Bay demonstrates their capacity to change their arms into scaly feathered claws from the elbow down, which fascinates the party. The party then settles down for the night. Is there anything anyone else would like to add to that description?
I am blue.
Bay is blue. Bay is blue. Alright, so at this point people have taken watches. So who's taking first watch?
I do.
Bay, second, third, fourth. Okay, so first watch. Roll perception.
8.
Alright. You try to focus on the owlbear, but get distracted by a bat that is flying nearby. It flies into the cave, and you hear as it falls to the ground.
That's not good.
The owlbear, as you look up to keep an eye on where it was, is now gone.
Oh no.
2 hours pass. It's now turned for second watch.
Alright, I'm up. Thank you. Okay, I'm up. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. You can go to
You're
sleep now.
welcome.
You can go to sleep now.
Okay.
Okay, good night.
Careful with the cave. A bat flew in and died.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm going to bed now.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Why don't you roll perception?
12.
Alright. So, you look up to see the owlbear, which you were given no information on, is now gone.
Sounds about right.
You hear a howling in the distance,
Okay.
but you're not quite sure what noise that is. You're not from this region, so you're not particularly confident in animal noises.
Okay. What does the howl sound like?
Ooh.
Oh.
Acorn punched in the stomach at the end.
Owlbear,
I think there's something wrong with that owlbear. I'm not sure
Beautiful
what.
sounds of the owl.
So over the course of the next few hours, you hear that sound a couple times, and then it fades away for the last half hour of your watch.
Goodbye.
Okay. Well, at least it seemed to be getting
I
further
forgot my
away.
God was gone for a minute. Now he's back.
Oh, good. I was so worried.
I felt like my magic stopped working for a second.
Okay, so it fades away over the last half hour of my watch. Okay. Interesting. Good to know. Is my watch over?
Make one more perception roll for me.
Alright. Ooh, 19.
You see that there's a light deep within the cave. It's kind of an orange glow. And it flickers. It doesn't seem to hold the same lumens as...
Like a fire.
Possibly. Something flickers, or some
Orange
movement
light.
in front of the light. Yeah.
And there's movement in front of the light, or the light is flickering?
Bit of both.
Okay,
It's
so
hard to
there's
tell
shadows.
what's what at this
Are
distance.
there any noises?
Not that you can hear at this distance.
Okay. I'm just going to make a note of that.
Alright. It's now the end of your watch.
Okay. Maricena, wake up. It's your turn to watch.
Good.
I must let you know the owlbear is gone. I heard some howling fade away into the distance. I assume it was the owlbear. I have no idea. I've never seen or heard one before. And take note of the orange light flickering in the cave. Keep an eye on that.
You're very informative.
Yes, I try to be.
I appreciate all of that information.
I consider myself a good communicator.
Well, go to sleep.
Thank you.
Don't let the owlbears bite.
I will do my best.
I'm not.
Why don't you roll perception, Maricena?
You're off to a good start. We're off to a great start.
We are not the most perceptive.
That is 9 total.
You notice the fire, in the flame-like appearance in the cave, and it seems to be getting brighter, possibly due to its getting closer. It's also getting larger. And there seem to be multiples of this. And you hear a little...
I would like to... How far away is the mouth of the cave from me?
It's about 100 feet ahead of you.
I would like to sneak a little bit closer and see if there is anything I can spot.
Roll stealth.
No!
You're going in jail.
That's 9 again.
Okay, so how far into the cave are you going?
I'm not going into the cave. I'm going
Okay.
towards the cave.
Okay.
It's 100 feet from me.
Okay, so you're going... How far away from the cave are
Go
you?
about 50 feet.
Alright, so you're halfway the distance to the cave. You see that there seems to be a curve in the cave, and it tends to go to the right.
Okay.
So you can't see what's causing the light, but it's definitely getting bigger, and you see shadows of... It almost seems like angles, but it's just like maybe... It's hard to describe distance, but it's like something bent, like a pipe or something, but they're moving.
I would like to remain in the bushes and watch to see whether or not that thing comes out of the cave.
Alright, how long are you going to wait there watching?
I will wait for probably about an hour. I would like to try to hide in the bushes.
Alright. So roll stealth into your bushes.
Let's do a different guess.
Fraser?
That is a natural one.
Roll to confirm.
No.
That is an 18.
Alright. So those of you...
Actually, well, that's a 22.
Okay. So those of you who are asleep, why don't you roll a perception check, and then add a -10 to your roll.
7?
-2?
-2.
Alright.
-2 twins.
None of you wake up to this.
Alright, guys,
But you
we're
go-
aiming for TPK right now.
But you go, oh, when you get poked with a stick in the stomach.
I think I'm just gonna break in.
Make a strength check.
Oh, please be like a 1.
That is a natural 20.
Roll to confirm.
Okay, can I
Kill the bush.
That is 6 plus 0.
You pull out like half of the bush.
Turn around and like put it back down.
Yeah, roll perception again for the snapping. -10.
Oh.
-5.
1 total?
Okay.
9?
Oh.
I
You
rolled a
stir a
17.
bit in your sleep, but you don't quite wake up.
Nah.
Get out of my sight.
You toss the stick and half of your shrubbery bush off to the side. But
Okay.
now that you're watching the cave again, you thought there was a stop, but it seems like a more furious tapping noise, and you notice the light is getting significantly bigger.
Try to hide again.
In the same half bush?
No, I'm gonna move a little bit, like, back towards camp a little bit. Like.
Alright, so there's like another bush like 20 feet away.
I'm gonna try to get in the bush.
Alright, you get in the bush.
Okay, 14
Just be
plus 5, so 19.
Alright, you have faded into the bush.
I'm still keeping my eyes.
Alright,
Okay.
and then you see that there's more flames. It seems to almost ring the inside of the cave as it's reflecting around. It seems that there's some type of refractory properties of something in the cave, so the light is bouncing.
Fascinating. What's on
So, you see something turn towards the cave and is now headed towards you. Make a perception check on this item.
Item? Natural 20 plus 5?
Alright, roll to confirm.
Am I gonna kill myself? That's a 3 plus 5.
You see a very large beetle that seems to be glowing orange out of parts of its eyes and mouth and sides, and you realize that there are 4 of these beetles.
Okay. Upon noticing these beetles,
That are probably 200 feet within the cave. You are
Okay.
probably 75 feet away from the entrance of the cave.
do I feel as though these beetles could see our camp?
You guys started a fire which is still glowing. It's not
Right.
as bright as it was. There's still some flames, so probably because you're the only source of light besides the moon's.
Okay. And they...
Assuming that they have vision that
They seem to be, like, coming out of the cave at this point?
they're working their way out of the cave. Like, they're about 300 feet from camp.
Okay. I would like to make my way back to camp to where Caladrian is.
Alright.
And I'm going to shake him and be like, we must go.
Go where?
Danger is evident.
What?
Giant beetles, cave. Glowing eyes.
Those are all words I know what
They're
mean.
coming out of the cave towards us, and I don't like beetles.
Okay, okay.
Unless you can set them on fire.
I don't... I'm not good at fire.
Wake the others. Quickly! Wake the others!
Make a perception check at -10, you two.
What time is it?
Time to go, Caladrian!
8.
Well, you guys rest through that.
God, you're useless. I'm gonna go and shake Faye awake.
And I'll go and get
All right.
It's not my wash. I already did it.
Giant beetles coming out of
Why?
cave.
What is
No.
going on?
Fine.
Apparently they're
Get eaten then.
What?
I'm gonna walk away from the camp the opposite direction.
Molly, what is going on?
Giant beetles are coming out of the cave, and they will make my shoes dirty. So we have to go.
I do not understand.
I think
That's a very bad drawing. So you guys talk amongst yourselves and plan in the few seconds you have.
Oh my gosh.
okay.
Okay, so giant beetles.
Glowing eyes, fiery,
Doesn't
beetles.
sound good.
approximately 300
So I should
or
not
so
bite
feet
them.
from camp. What?
They'll be
If they are fiery, I should not
okay.
bite them.
Should not bite them.
No.
No.
I recommend against it from the sound of things.
Yes, please don't bite them.
But
But-
I'm good at that.
Although I will say, just for ease
What?
of
Nothing.
how
I
long can
said
you
nothing.
see? Babe, how long can you see in the dark?
It's been about a little bit, so give me a second to look. Because I am not actually sure what is Colton's handwriting.
Oh my god.
So give me a minute. I can see okay.
Okay.
I don't have like, I'm not very good at like dark, but I'm
This
good
should
at
help
like
then.
okay
I
dark.
cast light on Bay.
Bay is now glowing.
I have dark vision.
I do not.
And now my eyes, they hurt.
I am on fire! If I am on fire and they're on fire, can I bite it?
I just see
wait,
Faye
just wait.
strutting
Wait,
like,
you're just glowing, you're not on fire.
Oh, that's boring.
this Faye is on fire! I just see you like strutting in high heels, like, come at me, beetles, I am on fire.
Yeah, basically. But they're not so much like high heels as they are lips, because I still, like, you want the aesthetic of high heels, but my feet hurt?
Like, just platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow. Where did it go?
No.
Shrubs, trees, rocks, path, cave.
Okay.
And those
the
are
dogs are the
those are
beetles?
them beetles.
Those are dem beetles. This is your horse. This is Dolores.
Dolores. Dolores.
Yeah.
Like it.
Would everyone please roll initiative as they are noticed by the beetles that made it out of the
Oh
cave.
boy.
So everyone hold on to it.
Oh no!
That's actually really good for me. Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
is initiative in here somewhere?
Yeah, it's right up at the
Dexterity.
top.
Section.
The
Okay.
pink section. So then I, well.
Right under your HP.
I got a 2.
Hold on, he's going to ask in order so we can
Don't
write
forget
it
to add
down.
your dexterity.
It's
Oh, okay, add
that's
dexterity
no.
too.
But it's
No, no,
just the
it's-
initiative
it's-
bonus.
Just the-
Oh,
All right, so who
sorry.
got above a 20?
No.
Who got between a 15 and a 20?
16.
17?
I just
What'd you
rolled
get?
I
high.
was
Mine's not
14,
very good.
darling.
I mean, it's pretty good for level 1. Let's put it this way.
What did
Yeah,
you get?
that's true.
All right.
I'm used to higher levels of going.
If I'm doing the math correctly.
Zimmer.
All right. So remember, in starting combat, until you've acted, your AC is flat-footed.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So you have different ACs over here. So you want to go with the one that's flat-footed. So you don't get certain bonuses. So this is your normal AC.
Okay.
This is, yes, this is your normal AC. This is what it is if someone is actually already touching you.
Okay.
And then this
So this
is,
is the okay.
that's flat-footed, that's the one you
Base,
want right
touch, flap. Okay, so that one.
That
so
one.
the 14. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. So Cal, you are currently first. You
Okay.
see these beetles ahead of you.
How far away are they?
These are 5-foot squares.
So a good long ways.
Yeah, and also this is your fire.
Okay.
Forgot to draw that earlier. Look, you have a fire.
Take it down, pass it around.
Only one cat.
Okay. Well, I suppose
I don't know where
I don't know how fast they can move, and I don't particularly want to go too close. So I'm going to go about half speed towards the beetles.
So that's 15.
Yes. There we go. And from there, I think, I'm just going to cast Detect Magic.
What's your range on
Oh,
that?
by the way, which also. Okay. It's, I think, it just makes it so I can see magical auras within 30 feet, I think? I should learn my spell. Okay, so it's
Looking up
60 feet in one direction, and I just detect magical auras. It lasts for concentration up to a minute per level.
Okay, so you folks it out. It doesn't quite reach the beetles yet, but you cast your spell, you chant, and there's kind of this shaking as this cone kind of extends from Caladrian in that direction. Nothing else seems to happen.
Not quite visible, but...
Bay.
Okie dokie. So as a swift action, I'm going to turn only my left hand into a claw.
Alright. Feathers and scales burst out of the hand, and you have kind of a hook on the end of your elbow.
Then
and you
I
have
want
the
to go
3
20
claws.
feet towards them, because that is all I can do in armor, which is silly but true. Well,
It
I'm
is
also
okay. I can only go 20 feet
it's mostly
also.
because I'm carrying a lot of shit. So and with my action, I want to take out my scimitar in my other hand.
Alright. Pull out your scimitar. You have claw and scimitar.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's my action right now. So that's my turn right now.
The beetle crawls, and you see that it's kind of glowing. It almost seems to have like a heat that comes out of its eyes and mouth.
Oh no. Let's not do things that hurt.
And has these long pincers that come out from its mouth. And it's probably... It's a little smaller than Pack Rat.
The beetle itself.
Oh,
We
forgot to
did
give you
have a
Pack
pack
Rat.
rat.
No.
Pack Rat.
And where's this on me?
Okay. I'm assuming unless you say otherwise. Marasena.
I see this beetle charging towards us, and I use my move action to take out my hard bow.
Okay.
And I am going to, because everyone's within reach of me, I'm going to inspire courage. I'm going to say, go forth, my little minions, this is no debate. Kill all the enemies of which I hate. You're too scared to fight, well then that's just too bad. I would send you down to hell and I'd feel really glad. I'm just gonna sing to them this horrible...
What is that?
Alright, so
Love it.
inspire courage.
If you all have +1 confidence bonus to +1 attack, +1 damage, and +1 morale against charm and fear, which you probably don't have to worry about. But
Attack and damage +1.
yes,
Alright.
yeah.
You do your
I worked
magic,
hard.
and it swirls around you.
One more thing.
Oh my
Holy
god, what
fuck!
the
This
fuck?
beetle just
She's
scurries, and
Yeah,
just
use their full turn.
and it just kind of
Okay.
zooms around the
That
ground.
changes my plan.
It came to me! Come, Peter Fish.
Jesus fuck.
What? Why are you doing this?
It's their turns.
Like, no!
Dandelion, your turn.
Stop making
As you
them
watch all of
move.
these beetles just crawl on the ground, scurrying towards you.
Jeez. Okay, so tell me what I need to do. Do I need to walk first or take like an action?
Generally, you move first and then take an action.
Okay, I want to get near Bay if I can.
You can move 30 feet, right?
I
Just pass
assume
it
so.
around.
It's right up here.
30 feet, yes.
Okay.
And
Which side?
then, just, yeah, right there.
Right here?
Perfect, yep.
Okay, perfect.
And then I'm going to...
So you get in front of Bay.
Yep. I'm going to pull out my long sword.
Alright, and that is your turn.
And my claws are already, they're just there, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Always.
Cal,
Claws and swords.
Okay.
you're continuing
And
detect
no
magic as a...
perception.
It's a concentration thing, but let's see. So I'm there. I'm going to go up to Bay and I'm going to whisper, "Get this one," and point to that one.
Okay.
And cast Vanish on Bay.
What does that do?
It turns you invisible.
Okay, so roll your... what you need to roll.
I was really hoping it
Roll
wasn't
your-
like you're gone now.
Right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. And Bay... I think Vanish only works on you, though.
Nope, it's creature touched.
Alright. Bay just... whoop,
I was really
disappears
hoping
out of
it would just
existence.
Send me elsewhere.
No,
There's kind of a swirl as it looks like the colors of Bay disappear into the night. Bay, you are now invisible.
Is my turn?
Charge him.
So we're getting right here.
Yeah!
Okay.
And then I'm going to take my scimitar and go, ha!
Alright, roll to hit.
Oh, fuck. I hope it's as small because we are level 1. So, that's it for
Add 2 to that.
8.
Oh yeah, don't forget a +1 to hit from...
And +2 from being invisible.
10.
Ooh.
10 does not hit.
Because I rolled a 5 and that gives me a 5 total. So.
Including, like,
But-
even if it
but-
loses dexterity
hold on-
bonus?
Hold on a second. I'm not.
No, you're good.
Oh,
Yes,
fuck.
it
I
does
get
not.
I get my dex to that too, don't I? Because I never add that because I always forget that's part of hitting things. Because it's part of the... Because the weapon lets me use
Yes,
that.
because
Fucking, I forgot, so that's 13.
that does hit.
Okay, look at that.
All them
Remember,
bonuses.
hey, learn how to
And then you
know what all your
So
fucking
Bay
bonuses are.
appears in a... Not a flash, but just kind of a swirl of color.
5 points of damage! And then I'm going to claw them because I can do that
Well-
with my claw.
When you hit it, its head pops off and it dies.
Oh! Well, then I swipe with my claw anyway! Because I wasn't thinking about it!
It's very dead.
I'm like, ah! Oh! You are no fun!
I like the image of Cal whispering in your ear, and then you
Mara,
disappear and,
Okay,
go
can I
and
have
reappear and
a
slice,
Yes.
slice the thing
So-
down.
Sorry.
I would like to move 5,
I need to
10,
add that
15,
onto my
20.
thing. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I would like to maintain my bardic performance,
Alright, free action.
and I would like to say, curse these tiny legs. They can't get me far. That's why I have minions. That's it.
Alright. Are you holding your action then? Or do you just
No,
end
I'm
your
just. Oh, I do have a standard action, don't I?
Mhm.
Because it's a free action.
Correct.
I will just. Yeah, I'll just continue playing. I can't really do anything else at this
Okay.
point. So.
No. Oh.
Ah! Benjamin!
What's your AC?
15? It's level 1, it's
Oh.
not bad.
No, not at all.
With a natural 1, it kind of falls backwards.
And do I get an attack of opportunity?
I'll give you an attack of opportunity with a natural 1.
I mean, you moved into my melee space.
To attack you, with the purpose of
And
attacking
you are
you.
also invisible.
No, that
No, it ends.
Oh, it ended already. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you with a natural 1.
Sorry, I have a short attention.
20.
No. Yes. it
Stop.
is.
Oh, wow. So that is 3 points of damage.
Alright. As you slice into the beetle, red, glowing liquid splatters all over you.
Gross.
As you are still glowing from light, but now you have splatters of red versus the splatters of white.
Weird thought. When I vanished, the light stayed up.
It did actually.
I was wondering about that.
That's amazing.
That'll be something I have to learn not to do in the future.
This creature,
You're like, I can take away color, but I can't take away the light.
this one is currently leaps into the air and wings sprout out of its back and is now flying 30 feet above Bezamine. And now it is Mandelion's turn.
I got nothing on a flying beetle.
Go, little.
But there are 2 on the ground.
Yes.
There's 2 on the ground.
Yes. Okay. I want to go for the black one, right there, and then I'm going to attack it with my sword.
Alright, make an attack.
Okay, is that just this? Right?
Yep,
And
plus
then what do I add?
your strength.
What are you using?
My sword.
Okay, so there you go. That's
So 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
Damage
Okay,
is over here.
and the
It's
same?
1d8. No,
No,
1d8.
Is that this one?
No, it's the one that's 8-sided.
Okay, that doesn't help.
2 triangles, 2 pyramids.
Two pyramids.
I'm sorry, I can't see your face.
4.
And then you add 2 over here.
6.
And 1 for the bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, and then 1 more for whatever
7.
spell is.
So you take your sword and you cleave upwards, and the beetle splits in half, and a shower of golden liquid falls upon you all.
Woo.
Wonderful.
Claude, bitches! Take that, you filthy bug!
Cal.
Remind me, how much of an action is it to draw a weapon?
It's a move action.
Okay, and I likely didn't have it strung, so I will draw my. Actually, no, that's not quite. That won't work. I'll draw my crossbow, and
Okay.
and I'll load it with a standard action.
Alright, you have loaded your crossbow.
Yes.
Bay.
Oh, and I do want to take a 5-foot step away from the beetles.
Done.
Thank you.
Yellow one.
Yellow one? Okay.
Because the other one's in the air.
Okay.
You didn't do anything about that.
That hits. 12 plus 15.
That does hit.
Yes? Wait.
12 plus
Yes.
3 isn't that
Yes,
15?
yes. Well, no, I was just making sure it
Okay.
was 3.
You kill it because it has 1 hit point.
Okay.
And
So-
then I turn around and I look at the person in the air and just.
Alright, you screech. Would you roll intimidate for me, please? Which I guess is influence.
Oh, I was like, that's a good roll. -3.
13.
Alright, you screech at it, and the beetle. Zzz. Alright.
I killed all your friends. Except one. My friends killed your friends.
Marisen.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of move 2 squares diagonally northward towards Paizo Inc. And I will just continue doing a little bitty.
You can still attack with that, too, because it's a free action.
Yeah, but I'm not close enough to it to attack it. 'Cause it's 30 feet above the air, so.
Okay. So Marisen continues the competence inspiration. It is now purple. Purple
Purple.
But it's
It is purple versus blue!
dives down at Mandelion. You get an attack of opportunities. It starts the pinchers around Mandelion's neck.
That hits with a
That's a
17.
Yes, roll
That's
damage.
Yeah.
I know, but I have. That's plus the 3. It's 4.
I'm just still trying to figure out what all is added.
Is that using your scimitar or your claw?
My scimitar was what I had.
So the
rolled
scimitar, as it's about to grab your neck, the pieces are cut off, and then it twists, and the beetle falls to the ground dead.
Thank you.
You're rather
And
willing.
you are now splattered head to toe in golden glowing liquid.
for.
We're going to transition over from the battle board.
You're rather willing to this.
What?
what he means to say, Bay, is that he's quite impressed. As am I.
Oh.
Very strong.
I sniff the blood because it's different colors.
It smells spicy.
That. Are you okay, Madonna?
I would like to get cleaned up,
I
please.
can help.
I
I'm
cast press. Wait, who's dirty? You want to do it?
I'm fine.
They're both dirty.
I'm filthy.
I'll
need
do
a
one
blood.
of. I'll do Bay.
Andrea, if you wouldn't mind. And Andrea's going to use his prestidigitation because I didn't prepare that.
So you're both in a swirl of color, and you watch as the glowing liquid forms a ball and falls in front of you and just kind of...
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't get a single drop of blood on me. I'm quite impressed. This pleases me.
I got much, and that pleases me.
So the beetles that are around you, if any of you would like, you
Yes,
could roll
please.
a nature check.
Absolutely.
I don't care about beetles.
That is a 16 for me.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
That is a 12.
The 2.
Okay. Beetle.
It is a beetle.
You know that these are abnormally large beetles, and they seem to have a glowing liquid, but it seems to be their blood, and it's persisting for a while. You know that these are fire beetles, and that their luminescence persists for anywhere from 1 to 6 days. So you can use them to provide light. They also cannot see in the dark, so they generally go by their own light.
These seem rather helpful. Does anybody have any vials of any sort? I rather forgot mine when I left.
I do. Let's see here.
Would you mind if I filled one or two?
No.
Thank you.
With the 4 beetles, you managed to fill up. How many vials are you getting? 2?
2.
You fill up 2 vials. They glow like not a total torch, but enough that you can see about 15 feet ahead of you.
Wonderful. Would you like?
It is my vial.
Yeah. That being the case, would you like to choose bits that I can the other one?
Who cannot see?
I can see in the dark, so I don't need it.
Okay, but I don't know if I can see.
You can't.
Okay, I can't
I don't,
see.
I don't
Okay,
think you can.
thank you.
Let me double
I
check.
can see moderately well.
Okay, stay close.
Okay.
Stay close.
You can see in the dark
Oh,
for
well,
60 feet.
Alright, never mind. You have dark.
Oh, I guess I do.
Dark vision.
Oh, then I guess we should.
Then you take that. There you go.
We should carry them. Yes.
For a second, you forget that you can see in the dark.
I don't know what I was thinking of.
So
I'm sorry.
natural to
I can
you.
see
What
it was like
I was
almost
startled
by these things you call beetles.
Yes, I've never seen
They're
it.
a sort of insects.
You've
in
heard the
fact,
word.
The most common of all. I'm just going to put
And these are abnormally large, you say? No idea.
Yes.
The blood is spicy
They're disgusting.
and glowing.
So you're gonna have to glow.
Can you smell the spicy blood?
Yes. It like tickles the back of your sinuses.
I'm not terribly surprised. They are called fire beetles.
Ooh, fire.
Do I enjoy the scent of this?
It's up to you.
I like sweet things. I don't like spicy things.
That must be why you
very
like me.
obnoxious smell, actually. I stand closer to Bezamine.
You're a little air freshener.
So you're currently a third of the way through the night. It's probably
yeah.
4 in the morning. Sun has not begun to rise.
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go back to bed.
Oh, no, you don't. It's your turn for watch.
Right.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Okay.
I have to get some rest. I'm sorry. I probably should. I never have to, but I should.
Alright, 3 of you head to bed.
On her feet. That was impressive.
She just goes,
Base just
they just go,
Right, so Faye's currently standing up, starting to waver.
Bezamine. Bezamine.
Lay down.
Blueberry.
the tent
You
first.
need to go to bed.
I don't sleep in the tent.
Lay down.
Okay, I go over.
I was gonna say you just lay down.
Alright.
No, because you're all talking. You don't want to be
You go back to where you were sleeping when you fall asleep. Why don't you roll perception? Goodbye, fire, people marking.
Oh! I apparently can put this natural 20. I do.
Oh my god.
Roll again.
2 20s.
And a 6.
Yeah.
I see everything.
You do. I'm trying to figure out what exactly you see.
For the rest of the campaign.
I see you!
You see
Everybody's face is super.
the owl bear off in the distance, and you see it has cubs.
We should tame them.
And you see that they're currently playing, and you see as one of them looks like a crab-like creature and rips it apart. And you kind of see this spray against the moon, and they start eating it.
Keep Marissa as far away from there as I can.
So you watch this gruesome display, and it's up the mountain, probably 300 feet.
What were they called?
It's a little
Some
crab thing.
crab-like creature,
Oh, okay.
which is odd being at
Yeah.
the mountains.
It's not-
But
Yeah, that is weird.
Mud crabs everywhere. Sorry.
and so as your watch ends, you all rest and you get your 8 hours of sleep. And you slowly rise. Those of you who need to prepare magic, or do any
specifically.
rituals. And you take your hour, you kind of wake up, then you guys make breakfast. So mark off a trail ration for the day.
That reminds me, I found...
pencil?
Well, Well, actually, I didn't know that anybody ever lost sight of the owlbear, so I just assumed everybody knows where it is.
Actually, no, you're right.
Yeah,
So I don't even need to mention it.
exactly. You didn't know anything.
No, I didn't know anything.
That's the.
No, you're right.
That's
That's a good idea.
I didn't know that. Nobody told me shit.
Who's gonna let them all go to bed?
Nobody else.
Well, I figure you're a smart fellow. You don't need a little gnome telling you what's what.
Okay.
Alright.
I don't understand.
Uh,
Something happened, I don't get it.
unfortunately,
Let us go to the death cave.
Yes. Unfortunately, I just realized I didn't buy enough potion for this. So I'm going to need. Although this might work out, I'm going to need to leave Antwerp here.
How so?
Because I don't want him dying from disease in the cave.
Don't you have a pouch? I think it's airtight.
If it is, then he'll suffocate.
It'll last for a little while.
Not much better.
You could stay here with the horses,
That's
right?
what I was thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a connection with him that lasts for a good mile, so as long as we're not going too far.
Let us go far. I'm sorry, what? I had a
So-
moment.
What
So,
are you doing with your animals and your cart and...
I'm going to.
Yeah.
So, Andrew, it is your job to make sure that all of these animals get fed. Just they should be able to graze. He has an intelligence of like 8 or 9, so.
Okay.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Pack rats, stay here.
Should we kind of maybe like put them somewhere sort of
So are
secluded?
you taking anything
and...
from Pack Rat?
Yes. I will take, I'm gonna just put a little dot next to the things I'm taking. So I'm gonna take my backpack and my candles and my tinder twig and
I would recommend not bringing any food or water into the cave.
my flint and steel and my perfume. No, just kidding. My songbook. My
Are you taking
Other
anything from
things.
your cart?
I mean, I'm getting.
So mark it on your sheet.
Yeah.
that's
And
all
if
I'm
you're taking anything from Dolores, mark it
Right,
as well.
I don't think I am. I'm just taking
But I
my.
have to consider like how much I'm already carrying, right?
Exactly, so make sure that you calculate your weight.
No, since I've learned my spells for the day, I think I will leave my spell book in. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna leave that.
Okay.
But
I don't think I can.
I go to Dolores and I grab her head and I look her in the eye and I say, you are going to be good, you are going to stay because I like you and if you could tell me, I think that we would be friends. But I won't make you be my friend against your will. But I want you to be safe.
Roll a nature check.
While that's happening, I'm like, Pack rats, don't be stupid. Stay here.
Also roll a nature
Don't
check.
lose my shit.
most of all, Andre, stay safe.
18.
Dolores blinks. You're not sure if Dolores
She knows.
understands,
She knows.
but Dolores also then nibbles at your collar.
14.
Gross.
Pack Rat. And then just kind of sits down right next to Dolores.
Good.
Just say, Andrew, stay safe.
Good.
Try and keep the others safe.
Does Andrew speak?
He understands me.
Andrew just kind of shrugs and then sits down next to the animals as well. Actually kind of curls up on your horse.
Oh yeah.
You think all of our animals and things will be safe just being outside the cave?
No, but we
No.
won't be in the dark.
No, but Andrew should be fine. But
There's some shelter near the trees, but other than that, there's not a lot of grazing land. It's pretty barren.
Well, good luck to you all. Shall we get going?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And let's.
I will.
And
Oh, how long can I keep it up?
bottoms up. I suppose.
That's what?
Bottoms up, he said.
Bottoms
Oh,
up.
bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
Wait. What?
The potions.
How do I can't do that.
When you take,
I'm not that flexible.
I have the cork in the person. When you drink something, you turn the bottom up.
The bottom of the bottle goes
Goes
up.
So bottom up. Don't pour it.
I put it out.
Yes, you do. Okay, drink up, everybody. Oh,
Cheers.
shit.
All of you drink. It's kind of sickly soup, but it has an aftertaste of tar.
This is not great. Okay.
Ugh. You kind of feel it's like coolness travel throughout your body. If it works, it works.
Okay.
Thanks. I hate it.
Fingers crossed.
Well, I like it more than dying, so that's one thing. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Okay, I go.
Alright.
And what is your marching order?
I go first.
So they.
Be right behind my bay.
Ooh, we should probably split up, you and I, and put the
I
other
will
two
go
in the
in the
middle.
Okay.
Because they are squishy.
In that case,
Well, I don't know about you, but that's when it's squishy.
Maybe I'll bring up the
I'm
rear.
quite squishy.
So
Maybe
Have
I
you
should
So-
bring
seen
up the
this?
rear.
Have you seen this pathetic
Or
body?
would you rather?
Yes, I think that's what we're looking like.
That is good.
alright, so that's the marching order.
So if something comes up from behind, you could be like,
Got
Though I would
Ready.
suggest that we spread out a little bit.
it's a claw sandwich.
Is a closet.
Sure,
Okay.
as long as you all protect me, that's
I
fine.
go before I step in, I make sure I have my scimitar in hand, and that my left hand is claw.
How long can you keep that up for?
I just can.
Oh,
There is no time limit on it.
nice.
I have my hot bow, and
I had it pulled up because I asked
The spell that I cast last time, would that count off today's spells or yesterday's?
No, it was over 8 hours ago, so it count off.
can I
Wonderful.
knock an arrow?
Oh, and I do want to make
Yeah,
sure.
you can have an arrow knocked.
Sure.
I do want to make sure that my crossbow is pulled back and unloaded.
Alright, you have everything prepared, and you advance into the cave. So, those of you who have the little glowing vials, which it looks like is in front, it sends out about 15 feet, so you can see low light about 30 feet ahead of you.
Keep your eyes locked on the shadows.
Right back at you.
Alright. Are you stealthing? Moving at half speed?
I am
Not
moving
unless
at
someone
full
tells me
speed.
to.
I'm moving at full speed because I'm so
make
smart.
haste.
I think we need to find them as soon as we can.
Yes.
So.
I'm just
Let's
going
make
until
haste.
someone tells me to do something different.
Here we go.
So you advance into the cave, walking at normal speed. You walk for maybe 15 minutes into this cave. It's a pretty decently sized room. It's maybe 15 in diameter around this tunnel at the base, and then it kind of tapers up. There's some stalactites and stalagmites that are kind of pockmark the ground and ceiling around you. You hear in the distance like a trickling of water. There's also some speckles of liquid that is glowing that looks very similar to the blood that you saw before and that is currently in your vials. And then you reach a fork in the cave, where a route to the left and a route that seems to kind of arc at an angle backwards. So it's almost like if you're coming at it at this type of angle.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna find just a rock laying on the ground.
Okay?
Cool. I'm gonna cast light on it
Okay. You have a glowing
and
rock.
throw it down the path on the left.
Make a strength check.
16.
That's cool. You throw it 40 feet. It kind of clatters a little further than that.
Anything on the ground?
You see purple kind of on the edges of the cave.
Okay, that's the first book we've seen so far.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll.
Do your
Oh, that's,
elven
okay, I'm really good on that one.
You better be.
And this one's a 10, throwing one down the other side.
Alright, about 20 feet down, you see water kind of coming down the side of the cave.
Okay.
It's just kind of almost like a natural spring, like where it's not like it's a sheen more than it is like a visible trickle.
Okay. Well, do we go down where the spring is, or where the...
Hello?
That's one way to find out.
Hey, would you roll a d20 for me?
Okay.
I don't...
12. No one told me not to.
True.
From both ends, you hear noises. One sounds like a scuttle. The other one also sounds like a scuttle.
Well, that didn't help much.
Which scuttle sounds farther away?
Roll perception at disadvantage.
How many decibels does the scuttle on the left?
17!
So that's a 7.
They sound about the same. It's kind of echoing off of each
Okay,
other.
that's not fantastic. Which one has the
How long do you think we
Water
have?
on the left.
water on the left? Say we go to the right?
But how long do you think we have?
Not long.
Oh,
I
okay.
think we need to make the decision.
What was the man's name that we're looking for?
I don't know if we got it.
I didn't care enough to listen.
I'm not
We just know
terrible
her name was
surprised.
Eurus.
Eurus is asking us to find you.
Roll a d20. I even gave you guys the name when I gave the recap.
16.
I did!
No, I have it. I
suck.
don't know that I would remember it
Yeah.
though.
Okay, what did you get?
16.
The
Oh,
scuttling from both
Yeah.
sides is louder.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Okay, going to the right.
I really hope that's not one of those vehicles.
Nick, let's go to the right.
Alright, we're going to the right, Bae.
Alright. You start walking up and you pass the spring, and there seems to be kind of a trickle of water that's going on the ground in front of you, and the cave narrows. It's now about 10 feet wide.
I take flight. Stop!
You walked maybe 50 feet into the cave and you hear the scuttling on both
Can I look
sides.
at the water?
Yeah.
Is there anything I can ascertain from it?
Roll perception.
Okay. That is a 12 plus 5, so 17.
There's no sort of smell, so it doesn't smell sulfury. When you touch it, it doesn't feel oily. It feels like very pure water, and it appears to be unpolluted. So, there's also nothing growing in this water either. It is a little warm,
Does that
however.
hurt my hands or anything?
No, it just feels warm. Maybe as if it's been heated.
Do you think this is a natural spring of some sort? in the
I
mountains?
have no idea.
This water looks awfully clean.
Can I smell it?
It smells like water.
It doesn't smell like
Oh.
sulfurous or...
No?
Okay.
I want to look around in the shadows since I have night vision.
Alright, so you stare off into the distance. Roll perception.
Turns out well.
Ooh.
19.
You were saying?
You see something on the ceiling that's kind of like moving.
How far away?
About 60 feet, and you see that there's a bunch of legs.
I see something on the ceiling, guys.
I look
There's
up.
some kind of bug up there, about 60 feet away from us.
Oh, I would
It's
not
not one of the beetles.
And you notice that there's in fact 3 of them.
Oh, and it looks like it's got a couple friends with it.
Oh, this
Do
is
you
good.
see that,
Everyone
Marcella?
should have friends.
I should see that, yeah. I would-
Now that you see it, yes.
I'd like to shoot an arrow at one.
Alright. Roll an attack roll.
Okay. Please don't fuck me over. The fuck me over a little bit, probably. 7.
And it kind of clinks against the rock, and the creatures stop for a second. And then start crawling closer.
I usually
getting
have a better
closer.
aim than that.
Do we make a break for it?
Probably.
I don't have any distance
There's
weapons.
Scuttling behind you that you hear has gotten
Let's go
louder.
forward rather
Yeah.
quickly.
Yes, back. We
No,
go back.
forward.
Forward.
Oh, forward? Okay,
Forward.
forward. Sorry.
So you're heading
Yeah,
towards
which
the
way?
things on the ceiling.
Towards the things.
Alright.
Crazy.
Alright, so they're about 10 feet off the ground.
Above us.
Mhm.
Oh, they're 10 feet off the ground?
Mhm,
Yeah.
On the ceiling.
Can I get them all in a 15-foot cone?
If you get within 5 feet of them, but all, yes. You have to be real close, though.
This could be a... Right, so I'd have to be... Okay, so...
You'd have to be basically underneath them.
Okay.
But you could try.
I think I'm going to try.
Alright.
And I'm going to cast Color Spray at him.
Oh.
Alright. So before we reveal the results of Color Spray, everyone roll initiative.
Woo!
Oh, that's not as good as my last time.
Oh, pretty good.
So, what is it plus?
The thing in the book, or the pink right under your HP.
Stop doing
You'll have
that.
initiative total.
So I'm not going to draw this one on battle since it's literally a cave. That's just a tunnel.
Yeah.
11.
15.
Okay, so who got above 20? Who got above 15?
I got 15 specifically.
9.
11.
Oh, actually. Oh. By the way, to be clear, I'm using my high level spell slot, my 4th level spell slot, and trying to pump my DC for this, and I don't fail! So that's good.
Alright. So,
So they need to roll a will save DC, in this case, 20.
Whoa.
none of them make it.
Yes, they're, how many hit dice do they have?
Half.
What? No, what is that?
I know, they only have one hit die.
Oh, they're all unconscious.
Alright, so all of these giant centipedes fall to the ground and go.
For you to get them all, you had to be right under them, which means they would have fallen on us.
No, yeah, I know, like, they're... Like,
So, make reflex saves for those two of you.
that's not great.
16?
8.
Ow!
Clonks you in the head. You're unconscious.
So you take 9 points of bludgeoning
Oh,
damage.
shit! I am actually unconscious.
Oh,
You
shit.
take 4. So, hit by this giant.
No!
Ah, fuck.
Got it.
Cal is currently collapsed
And dying.
and dying.
Somebody, we gotta
The
save
picture
Cal!
kind of pierced
I
into
can
his neck.
Yeah, there's a little... No, just a little cut.
Yeah,
like,
so
and
it kind of pierced into his neck and cut through, and you see that there's this blood pouring.
Okay.
Can I try to
shit, I don't have that
stop
on
the
me.
blood?
Yeah, so why don't you make a survival check?
Natural 20.
Roll confirm.
Natural 1.
No!
So, you managed to stop the wound with a rock, but it's no longer bleeding. You are no longer taking bleed damage, so you're considered not dying.
Yeah.
But
But
once you're in, like,
Unstable.
Infection
With a
City,
rock.
baby.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
And
it's
by
all
the way, they
that
are unconscious for 6 rounds.
okay.
And then they are going to be blinded and stunned for 2 rounds, and then they're stunned for another round.
Okay, you have time.
Color spray's real good.
Alright. So,
oh, sorry, we were...
roll to make yourself conscious. So it's you roll a d20, and then you have to beat 10 plus whatever your negative.
I did. I beat it by 1.
Alright, so you are awake, but you are staggered. And in extreme pain.
my best idea.
And Bea is now holding a rock around your neck.
It's working, shut up.
Which shoulder actually did it hit?
Right shoulder.
Right shoulder? Okay.
It's working, shut up.
That's my left shoulder.
I'm not on your right side,
No,
fuck
I'm
off.
kidding. I can take care of that. for
Okay,
you.
hold this. I want to kill things.
You hear the scuttling in the distance.
Okie dokie.
More scuttling?
It's from the behind you guys.
I would like to,
Well, you guys are just killing everything.
I would like to, eviscerate the creepy crawlies.
The ones that we
With your
have.
claws, just
Are we
Yeah.
still in the
The ones that are
initiative order or
unconscious.
not?
no. They're all dead now.
Okay.
No, they're unconscious. They're not
Actually,
dead.
roll
Unconscious.
well.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
No, it's
Do you want to
okay,
do
it's fine.
something?
No,
Since you can go first.
No, you
Because I rolled
So,
still one
so
with
you're
an arrow.
basically coup de grace these creatures?
Yeah.
go for
So
it.
roll,
That's a good idea.
roll to
I don't
hit.
get my hands
Is anyone else
dirty.
trying to coup de grace them?
No, I don't get my
Okay.
hands
I'll go
dirty.
for it.
So
Let's
roll a
get 'em.
d20, and then it's basically attack,
13.
right? You
I would
managed to
like-
kill one.
And so then it's with your attack?
Mhm.
Yeah, you just make an attack, and then there's a whole set of rules with it, but basically
Okay.
if you hit him, you kill him.
Okay, so
I would
I got
like
a
to-
3.
Sorry.
Which is gonna hit, but what's your damage?
And then rolls for damage?
Yes. You managed to
19. Wait, well, I was kind of on the side. Hold on. 17.
damage. That's a D8,
Oh,
not a
8. Sorry.
D20.
Well, you guys gotta tell me this shit. 8.
You managed to kill 2 of them.
I would
And
like
they're
to notch
gooey.
another arrow.
Alright, you notched an arrow.
Time.
Do you want to do it?
No, I don't get my hands dirty.
Okie dokie.
Roll damage.
No, I think
Damage?
you guys
Yes.
have this handled.
I think we've got it. Don't strain yourself.
5. Use with my claws.
Okay, you managed to just shred it. There's now blood everywhere. You have a bunch of giant centipede legs all over the ground.
Ooh. Can I take a leg?
What?
Just one. Can I just take one leg?
You can take as many legs as you
I just want one.
Okay, you have one leg that's about the size of your 2 fists together.
I would like to say.
No, I'm just. This is my neck.
Okay, are you healing yourself or?
I can't.
I
Okay.
would like to sing, that is disgusting, I hate this smell, and I'm just prestidigitating the blood out of here. I can't stand that, or that, or that.
I don't suppose you have any healing type of magic, do you?
Unfortunately not.
You all were given potions by Euryce.
Oh, right. I'm going to drink one of them.
You're each given light.
One
So
light.
roll a d8 plus 1.
Yes. Oh, 7.
Alright, so 8. You heal 8 points of damage.
Such a full HP.
So as you drink, the rock pops out of your shoulder.
That's
It
good. I
works.
can't do stitches with my left hand.
It's not that hard. You just go and it's done.
There's other problems with that.
Alright, well, whatever. But it's not that hard.
Alright.
I know now that if I need it, I can come to you.
And before we advance, we're going to take a brief break. And also, you all will see the intermission gift that Danicka has so kindly put together for us.
What?
There's one of those?
We'll be back. Hello everyone, we are back. You are now currently in the spring hallway. There is, what did I say, scuttling behind you.
Yes.
You have now killed 3 giant centipedes, which have almost killed Cal.
I'm not going to do that again.
You're very small.
I'm taller than you, almost.
No, you are not.
Almost.
Prestigation you so your blood goes away too.
I'm taller
Still
than
slight bleed by like an inch.
you. Yeah, but you are not taller than me. That is factually
Oh my
inaccurate.
goodness,
I
why are we
still-
arguing about who's taller? We need to
It
move.
doesn't
He
matter.
starts with it.
Either way, let's go.
So
Let's go.
you're continuing down, following
We're
the path of the water.
continuing, yes.
All right.
I already killed the thing. Let us go.
They are all dead.
All right. So you continue to advance down the cave where you see this water. There's more and more of it trickling down the sides, and it starts to get a little muddy beneath your feet.
Ooh.
Can I look at the water and see if it looks like normal water?
Sure. Tastes, feels, smells like water.
I'm
Don't
casting.
put that in your mouth.
I'm casting.
Don't!
I'm casting detect magic.
It tastes like dirt.
I'm casting
I
detect
warned
magic. I'm
you.
fine. I checked.
Doesn't seem to be magical water.
Okay, it's just water.
It's very
Is
warm.
there any sign of the mold?
It's getting warmer.
No
There's
magic.
no mold on this
Okay.
path.
Okay. That's a good thing.
That was a good question.
I mean, they're all the signs.
I mean, I took the thing to be immune to the mold.
You what?
I took the thing to be immune to the mold.
You got a coin.
The water
yeah.
to be.
No,
Oh,
the-
the potion. Yes,
You
that's
got a
true.
coin, darling.
Oh, I
Your
did.
Ingenuity.
Oh right. Story
First person to
points.
check the water for mold. All right. Are you continuing to advance as it's getting a little muddy beneath your feet?
I want to look around again with my dark vision.
You see, roll perception.
It's gonna
That's a
say
better
you're
question.
gonna make me roll.
I am.
11.
There would appear to be like egg sacs that are stuck to the ceiling.
I see egg sacs, but I don't see any insects right now.
I think I killed
This
them.
is a very bad place to be.
Are we even in the right
The scuttling is behind you, getting a little louder,
Mm.
and you hear.
Does this pathway end here?
Well, it still continues for a while, at least as far as they can see.
Is the water getting deeper further on? Can we
It's a
tell?
little deeper, but it seems to be
And it's
incremental.
coming from the walls, for sure.
Yes.
But it's not, like, the flow on the walls not increasing, it's just getting muddier
Correct.
on the ground. Okay. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about being down this hallway, guys. I gotta confess.
Well, we need to make a decision quickly.
I mean, there's some
I
stuff
just started
behind us.
walking.
Alright, so you're still walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's.
Bay is now about 30 feet ahead of you
All right,
guys.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
you're
catch up
gonna
with
catch up
Bay.
to Bay.
Let's go.
Right. So you're walking for a little while, and the water kind of comes up to your mid calf. The scuttling is not
Water.
appearing.
or mud?
Someone pick me up. It's starting to get in my. Yes. thank you.
You're now holding Marcena.
Bay's the best.
The hair is about at your chest level. And just...
Hold on, because this is going to make it very hard for me to do things. So you hold on.
Holding
Okay.
Right. You hold on to Bay.
top of your head.
Yeah.
I have a gnome crown.
Yeah, don't get too used to it.
No, but it is cute while it happens.
You smell nice.
Thank you.
You currently have like some mud wetness that's dripping down from
That is okay.
Marcena's legs. Okay.
I'm comfortable.
You
with
continue
it.
to advance a little longer. It starts to creep up. It's about to your mid.
Okay.
It's
This
about
is
to your
stupid.
knee, but you see that there's an opening further
Oh.
ahead.
How much further?
About 30, 40 feet.
Okay, I go look.
Alright, are you all following as Bay goes to look?
Yeah, I think
I would
we
like
are.
to pay
guess
particular
so.
attention because I have dark vision.
Yes,
All right.
me as well.
So you're on top, so you have no choice if you're going or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so being the person with the best vision,
Yes.
roll perception.
Who's in front?
Yes.
That's the distinction. We both have
That's very
Yeah.
true. And we know there's something behind us over here to scuttle.
natural 5.
Roll confirm.
10 plus 5, so 13.
From the light that's coming from the vial attached to Bay, you see in the distance there's something glittering. There's also seems to be movement on the far left side. This is probably a 100-foot, like,
Circular chamber?
roughly circular. There's a couple spires in it that connect to the top that appear to be supporting it. But there's definitely water up as you go a little deeper, it looks like it may get up to Bay's waist or a little higher.
And I am the tallest.
The water's getting deeper as we go further.
Mm-hmm.
There's something glimmering in the distance there. Do you see it?
It looks like a pinpoint. Almost to you.
Maybe that's a way out.
Do you want me to swim?
Go. Go for it.
Okay, but you're going to have to like hold on to my neck. Because if
You don't need to. It doesn't look like you need to swim yet because it's not. It looks like it'll get up to your waist, unless you choose to swim.
So we don't see. I don't. If I keep walking, I think that I might be able to keep walking.
Yeah, for at least for a little while.
All right, cool. I keep walking.
Go towards that light.
You're going to have to make sure I'm going the
How
right
tall are you,
way.
Mandalay? How tall are you?
I'm pretty tall. Where is it? 5'11".
Oh.
All right. You advance
I'm
forward.
short.
You see the movement off in the distance to the left, and you watch as the ripples
I'm
from your
short.
movement kind of
That's
reach
a
over
tree.
there, and you see that the movement stops.
Like
So,
in
yeah,
the
but-
distance.
So the ripples that Bay is
Wait,
making,
in the ripples stop.
the ripples reach and the creatures stop moving as the ripples hit
Okay.
whatever is in the
How
left.
far away are the things in the water? Are they in front of us towards the
They're
light?
to your left,
To the left.
and they look about 100, maybe 50 feet away.
They stop moving.
I'm still moving.
Right.
I'm gonna look.
Right.
I point in the
Okay.
direction.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that a natural one? You are distracted by
Me.
Bay. Bay just looks beautiful in
Does
this
anybody have
light.
a small
Love you
rock?
so
And
much.
you notice that the color of Bay's skin
Small
almost seems to
object.
fade away into the water.
Does anybody have a small rock, something that they wouldn't...
I have marbles. But you can't have my marbles.
Okay. Something that I can throw.
I don't know what this word is, and it's in my handwriting.
Oh no.
I just don't- it's just a word I don't know. And so I'm going,
this flint and
oh,
steel.
I know what it was.
Okay,
It's the thing you talked me into.
Gonna try and break a piece off the flint.
Make a strength check. Unless you're using an item to try and smash it.
Just
N-
throw
no.
the flint. It's fine.
15.
Splits in half.
Cool. Then I'm gonna cast light on it, and I'm good. And throw it towards the things.
Make a strength check.
8.
Okay. It almost reaches and you see that these are like the crab-like creatures you saw earlier. And then the light disappears into the water and you watch as it sinks.
Oh.
And make a perception check.
Can I also perceive this?
Yes.
14.
You all can perceive this.
I mean, they're like there's
14?
21.
31.
13.
It's a 4. So 6.
You see at the bottom piles of bones in various states of
Well,
decay.
that's great.
We cannot remain here. Either we go back or we press forward towards the light. Make a decision.
What do you want to do?
press forward.
Okay.
Agreed.
Alright,
Those
are you
are-
guys moving as fast as you can in this water, or are you trying to not make
I'm
ripples?
moving pretty slow, not on purpose, but because I'm now carrying another and in water, so I'm going pretty slow.
So you're like 10 feet per.
Yeah, I only
Yeah.
weigh like 30 pounds total, so
Okay.
I'm not too heavy.
Alright, so you're moving slowly. There's not a ton of ripples. It looks like the creatures are kind of like watching the water.
The elbows were eating those.
What did you
What?
say?
The elbows were eating those.
I still have no idea what you just
The
said.
owlbears were eating those.
The owlbears were
Oh.
eating those. That's where the crabs
I
came
heard
from.
the elbows were meeting those and was very confused.
The owlbears were eating those.
But it
Okay.
looks like they've eaten plenty of other things themselves.
So it does.
Who does anyone here have? You have experience with caves. You
Yep.
might. So you roll with disadvantage, and you roll a nature check.
I'm good at those. Oh, I'm fucking good apparently. 22.
Nature?
Yes.
13.
You've seen a variant of this, but you don't even remember exactly what it is, but you're somewhat familiar. You know these are cave fissures, and they can basically shoot something to pull you in.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We should not get even remotely close to those.
And it likes to drop things to their deaths.
You should not get remotely close to
Not
this.
you. See, other people moving.
But they don't do well in water and are not good swimmers.
Oh, okay.
So they're bad at like swimming.
How large are they?
Medium. They're about
So
their
should we
size.
stay in the water?
What? I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. They are in the water currently?
No,
or
they are above the water, kind of on a ledge.
Oh, okay. So they're not good at swimming, but I think if we can...
So it's about 7 feet long.
I think if there is a path that we can get through them, but like not close, that is we can just go. But in the water we should be okay, just don't get close.
Okay.
Because they can like and then like bring you.
Like a spider?
No, because that's you just drop. They like hook, bring you.
Okay.
They like fishing.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so we will maintain a distance.
What are they called?
What
are they called?
I don't think you could pronounce it.
I think they're called cave fishers. Though I'm not entirely sure where I saw them.
I think that's what you call it.
Cave
In
fisher.
common.
Yeah, in common. I didn't know in common. You could not pronounce it. If it was not in common. No, you could pronounce it in common. That is not hard. But I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
Got it.
Alright, so at this point,
We're staying in the water.
you continue to advance. You make it to the edge. The water has crept up to maybe like your belly button line. And it looks like the cave narrows again, so it's about 5 feet.
And we're still traveling towards a light.
So are we seeing, is that pinhole opening at all?
It's a little bigger, yes.
Yeah,
It appears to be down this tunnel.
Oh dear Lord, I hope that really is an exit.
An exit or just someone?
Something.
Yeah.
I mean, I could ask, but it would like take a while, and then I
Please,
couldn't
no,
get like a
shout. We
real.
don't need to
At
ask.
the moment.
But I didn't mean
She
shouting.
was going to ask.
I was going to. No.
Let's get closer and
Oh,
see
you
what
want
it
to
is
ask
before we
your-
ask.
I was
Real.
going to ask, but it was going to take time.
Right.
You don't want to take
We
time,
don't.
so we keep going.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Alright, so you continue to advance. And as the water gets a little deeper, it creeps up and it's about at the bottom of your rib cage. The water's warm, so it's not uncomfortably cool like you would expect cave water to be. But as you're moving down here, it's getting a little warmer.
Are we seeing any mold?
No, not so far. It doesn't seem like the mold is down
Because
here.
it's getting warmer and wetter. That makes me a little
Yeah.
vigilant.
I get it.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you advance down the cave, or any questions you have as you advance?
No.
Okay. You continue to move further into the cave. The light is bigger. It looks about the size of a fist in the distance, but it's indescript. It's just kind of a light, but you can't identify what it is quite yet. You're probably 200 feet away from it. Water at this point is maybe 60 degrees, 70 degrees.
Still getting deeper?
A little bit, but it's not nearly as much. It's maybe an inch deeper than it was.
Tapering off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just keep going until I start to, at this point I kind of start to look as much as I can at the water and in the water to see if there's anything scary as we go, but I'm just going to keep going until they tell me not to.
I'm going to make an arcane mark on the wall.
Alright, what are you making it look like anything in particular?
No, just something glowing.
Okay.
Tag on it.
So,
Actually, I'm going to make just an arrow pointing the direction that we came from.
okay.
Ah, there you go. Good idea.
Smart.
So, you go about 100 feet away from this light, and you realize that it looks like a piece of equipment that's been buried, so you can't quite see what it is, but it looks like a bunch of stones on top of something, and there's pieces of metal poking out of it. The water's about 80 degrees at this point, and you're 100 feet away
Are
from
there
the
any
object.
sounds coming
Kind of a gurgling, bubbling.
from the light, from the direction of the light?
Mm-hmm.
I want to look Just look around.
Detecting magic. Oh, yeah, that time it didn't work.
Roll a percentile die for me.
Oh no.
Detect magic is level 0, right?
Yeah. 96.
A flute appears in the air and floats next to you.
Try and grab it.
You have a flute.
What?
Do you play the flute?
I play everything.
Yeah.
Where did the flute come from?
I'm going to try again.
You're now holding a very beautiful glass
Is it a
flute.
solid flute?
A moment.
That time I'm good. Detect magic.
There is magic
On the flute.
in the distance,
Uh,
but it's so far away that you can only get like hints that there is something there. Think of it like a wisp, like the scent, an equivalent.
I'll play
sorry,
magic.
sometimes I have some difficulties. It doesn't quite work all the time.
You made up
right
flute.
then.
I did
How
do
long
that.
will this last?
I have no idea.
Well, this is not the right time to play this, so I'm gonna put it in my bag. Alright, I have
You now have glass flute.
Have I ever made an instrument before?
It's not super common, but yes.
Okay.
Last one was bongos.
Yeah. How long did they
It was
last?
like glass bongos.
Let me take a look.
That would have been even better.
You just can't even play them because they don't have the tension. They're just glass.
So you got a little pink.
You get a bongo statue.
How much does a glass flute weigh?
It lasts for a minute.
Oh,
Oh,
the flute?
it
Yeah.
will probably disappear before you have much of a chance.
Oh, that's such a
So you
shame.
don't want to just play it real quick?
I pull it back out, give it a little. I played flute actually. So.
Make a performance check.
Okay. Natural 19 plus 10, so
It sounds
25.
beautiful. It's almost in the echoes of the cave. It's haunting. It is kind of this haunting,
Lovely.
sad flute.
Just a little.
You are quite talented.
And then as you finish your song, it fades away on the last note.
I was gonna say thank you,
I
but
know, I saw that.
I am very talented. Thank
Actually,
you.
while we're walking, I am going to check and see if anything broke.
It's a little stiff, but other than that, it's fine.
Yeah, no, touch
The
that.
water's probably not great.
I imagine like this side because it doesn't wouldn't affect me that much. I'm probably trying
Yeah.
to keep this one out of the water.
Do I see him favoring an arm?
Roll perception.
I'm not hiding it really.
I'm not gonna really.
No, then yeah, then you would
I'm not
see it.
gonna say anything, but yeah.
Yes,
okay,
you
I
notice.
take mental note.
You're aware.
Okie dokie, Artichoke, let's go.
Alright,
Just trying
onward and
still just kind of
upward.
feeling around, joints especially.
Onward and upward.
So you're about 50 feet away at this point, so the water's about 90 degrees.
Ooh.
How much hotter is this water going to get? Do
It's quite warm.
you think it's that
I pull out a
machine?
fan.
The water is about up to your the bottom of your
The
breasts.
boobies?
Yes,
Okay.
it's up to the boobies.
Well, they should be fine for swimming.
Thank you very much.
So is it just like water filled, there's no ledges or anything on the side of the
It's-
cave?
Cave's a little like you're reaching near.
It's low,
Yeah,
ceilinged.
yeah, it's probably 2 feet above your hands.
Time to
So we're
swim.
kind of...
I mean,
Can you swim, Marcel?
I don't know.
That's not
okay,
good.
so you're going to hold on to my neck.
Yes.
You can still walk at this point. You don't have
Yeah, I
to
know.
swim quite yet.
But if we do have to swim, you are going to hold on to me. Yes?
It's
Yes.
probably getting to the point for me where I'm
Don't
probably more
learn.
comfortable swimming at this point.
This is now not a good time
Right on the
for you
floor.
to learn to swim. If you want to, we will teach later.
Okay.
I live on a lake. It's water.
I imagine we took a
So you're
couple
just,
of
so you can sense the
vacations.
magic in here.
Yeah, and I can.
There's like a universal aura
Okay.
to it. There's also an aura of faint necromancy.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I just get the auras and the string. Cool.
Okay.
Alright.
And so you make it, you're about 10 feet away and the water's about 100 degrees
Okay,
So it's very toasty.
rushing to get on.
to get on.
Is it just like
There's a mound of stones.
in the water?
Yes.
And
Okay.
is that like the dead end of the cave, basically?
There's cave beyond it, but that's where the light is.
Do they poke out of the water?
The stones?
Yeah.
Yes, there's also some twisted metal that comes out as well.
Okay. Does the metal specifically, is that what's giving off the aura?
No, it's something beneath.
Okay.
I go to it. It's
Right.
hot, but I go.
It's about 105 degrees.
It's fucking hot, but I go.
Hot tub.
Okay.
Hot tub.
And you are now in front of the stones. You see that there's stuff behind it, but it's obscured by light. It's a very bright torch, almost.
Do I climb? Do I get out?
I think that may not be a
It's about up to your collarbones.
The nice
Water.
thing is that the rocks should move more easily underwater.
What? But that's bad. I want to go. I don't know what you want me to do.
I want to see what's under this pile.
Oh, I wanted to get out of the water.
We should get out of the water and then figure out what's under.
Okay, I get out of the water.
Alright, you climb up, so make an athletics check. So,
Climbing up on the stones around whatever's in the water.
20, not natural.
even with, because I've taken into account, even with Marcena on your back, you managed to climb up just fine. You're now sitting on top of the stones. It's cool up here. It's maybe actually like 50 degrees air temperature.
I
This
get
is
off
all
of their
my body
shoulders.
does not like.
I get off of their shoulders. Sorry, Faye's shoulders.
How much room is there on top of this pile?
Probably enough for one more person.
I'm good if you want to get out of the water.
I'm honestly, it's not that bad, honestly. It's kind of nice.
If I
Well, if we're going to try to dig this thing out,
We're going to want to be off of the stone.
right. May I get on your shoulders?
absolutely.
All right.
Climb aboard.
Climb aboard her shoulder.
Alright, you are now on Mandelion's shoulders.
I figured I'd give you a break.
I didn't want to
I
be
probably can't
broken,
move very fast now.
but it is okay.
So you
Barely at my...
Well, after watching
Carrying
you fight
capacity.
earlier,
20
I'm not
feet
sure
per
you can
second.
be broken.
I can be broken. I am, well, not human.
So did
I
you
am a
climb off the
person.
rocks?
I never got on the rocks.
Mortal.
I
Okay.
stayed in the water.
So you're the only one on the rocks,
In a
right?
sense.
Yes, Faye is the only one on the rocks. I have my...
I start
on my
moving
shoulder.
rocks.
Yeah.
Alright, so you just kind of start digging?
Yeah.
I just wanted to
So
get out
make
of the way.
strength check for me. You still have your claws out, right?
I have one hand that's a claw. So I only ever turn my left hand into a claw. As of right now. 19.
You manage to reach in there and you kind of move past the metal and you see it's like twisted pickaxes. And then kind of move those out of the way. Are you going to keep digging beyond? The light is still further and deeper in.
I hold up the pickaxe and goes, this is weird.
I'm going to keep a
Yes.
And then
scan
keep digging.
of the area
I'm going-
around us.
I'm going to assist in the digging. At least as little as I can, taking with smaller rocks and trying to move them.
Okay, make strength checks for me.
Oh, this is 20 as well.
Make a strength check.
20,
17.
not natural.
What?
17.
Oh my god.
Oh,
worth
yes.
it.
You need to put this one in jail.
14.
Well, start
I
rolling.
like
Right,
this die. It
seriously.
has been rolling super well for me.
Was it natural 1?
Again,
Yes.
Remember,
This
you
one's
don't
weird
add,
tonight.
you add your strength modifier.
Oh, the modifier. 3.
But if you roll natural 1, roll to confirm.
It's really rolling well for me.
See, that's better.
So a rock falls on your foot
Oh,
and you're currently pinned. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
damn it. My foot. Ah! I'm stuck.
Is it a large rock or?
Decent sized rock.
I'm afraid I can't help you.
Yes, well, I didn't expect you to.
If you need some help,
Please, would you remove this rock from my foot?
if you'll give me a hand.
What am
Absolutely.
I doing?
I'm sure
No,
the
I'm
rock
talking
weighs
about
more
you.
than I do.
So
You also need
I'm
underwater.
rolling to assist you. I
Okay.
did not roll as well enough to assist you.
So roll a strength check.
Oh! No!
Another 1. Roll to confirm.
Is that another roll? Oh, okay.
Plus your strength.
You manage to
5.
make a few more rocks fall on you and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
my
and both of your legs are
God, why am I
trapped.
pulling more rocks on myself? What is wrong with me, people?
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna climb onto Calabria's shoulders so that she has a break.
Okay. I get back.
I am going to stand here with my hands in the air and I'm not
Break
touching
time.
anything.
I go into the water and I start moving the rocks on the foot.
Oh god, babe.
I swear to God, if you die from this,
7.
Alright. They manages to move the rocks, but your feet hurt, but the warm water. You see that there's kind of a bloody pool where your feet were.
Oh gosh, I hope that's not.
are you okay now?
Well, I appear to be bleeding.
I
Yeah,
climb
can't
back
really
out.
tell, but I'll check when we get out of the water.
I climb back out of the hot water and keep digging.
Hopefully the blood doesn't attract anything.
I'm going to try and move rocks specifically away from Mandalay.
I'm just gonna stand back a couple feet and
You're-
look around.
Couple feet. You're nursing your couple feet.
I do that. I'm trying to roll to assist back.
Yeah, okay.
Nope. I
Alright.
wanted to confirm a 1. I did not. Okay.
Your left hand is now trapped under a rock, and you hear a crunch.
Oh, son of
my
a bitch!
Gosh!
I go and I move the rock.
I take off the glove.
There's a crack that
Ah,
runs
fuck.
through your hand.
Ooh, what do
And
I
you see that there's a wooden hand.
Oh,
And it's got some kind of rune designs on it. And there's just...
I'm going to have to leave that in the ground tonight. Okay.
I don't
Is
Is that a
understand.
wooden hand?
Yes. Yeah.
I knew something was wrong, but that was unexpected.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to unbutton the top of my shirt, and you see.
Okay, whoa, now.
My
own shirt go wow!
And you actually see spider webbing scars across my chest. Like
Ooh, that
yeah.
looks nasty.
It was not fun.
What
Is
happened?
this why you are so weak?
I'm actually stronger than average from what I found, but that's not. It's not due to this.
There's almost kind of a sap
It's
that's
not
leaking out of your hand.
It's
a sap?
There's a sap that's
Yeah.
leaking
It
out.
is
So
not.
it's living.
yes.
No.
Ah,
That's why I'm going to need to bury it in some kind of.
living but removable.
Yes.
Fascinating.
It's not part of me.
I gathered since
But
it's removable.
it is the wood is still alive. If I plant it in the ground, it can.
Should we stay here much longer?
I don't know how long has it
I
been?
don't think we need to dig this
You
thing
hear
out.
a tink, tink, tink.
We may not need to dig much longer.
I didn't see anything.
By the way, does that
Is that helping at all?
What?
Does that increase the chance of burying?
By 5%.
Okay, cool.
Yes, Faye.
I found it.
What is it?
I don't know. What is it?
It's something that you're tink. You can only hit the edge of it.
Oh,
Make a strength check.
17.
There's a small metal box. That's
Is it glowing?
and it has slits through it for which light is coming out.
I don't know if this is a good idea to open, but I really want to open it.
I would say
wait
let's
a
take it
minute.
with us, and then we'll open it outside when we have more control.
I agree. We'll bring it along.
Okie dokie, and I put it in my bag.
You now have a 5-pound glowing box. The
5
glow is
pounds
still coming out of your pack.
glowing goods.
Okay, so let's say we book it.
I don't even think this is the right cave anymore. There's no mold anywhere.
Okie dokie, do you want to get on my bag?
Sure, there. I will get it.
Okay,
So are
let's
you heading forward or back?
I call it.
I say,
Is there
how
anything
long's it
forward?
been?
Since you've been walking here, maybe half an hour. Since you
Total since we've been in the cave.
since you've been in the cave, it's been about an hour.
Okay, that's an hour. These last for 6.
Mhm.
You've got some time, and this isn't going to happen to me too badly. Put the glove back on.
But should we go forward? Sarah, is it forward? Or do we go
Is
back?
there anything ahead of us? Now that we've
Roll
taken the
perception.
box? Okay.
I'll take a small rock
11.
from the pile.
Okay.
And stop doing that. Okay, I'm good. Toss it.
Roll another perception because there's a light. So roll strength.
16.
13.
Okay. You see the end of the cave.
Oh, so it's a dead end.
There appears to be like a marking. There appears to be an X in green. Part of it is above water, and part of it is below.
I think this is a dead end.
Detect magic.
Don't see any exits.
You detect abjuration magic.
It's protection.
What do you sense, Colton?
There's some sort of protective ward. I'm gonna walk up and
Oh, I know about those.
touch the axe. Yeah, actually, is it strong or weak? Strong or weak? For it.
Moderate.
Moderate? Okay.
I know about protective wards. That is
And
what
I'm
I
gonna
was.
walk back a little bit and throw a rock through it.
The rock stops and just falls.
It just stops. It doesn't bounce off. It
No,
just
it just-
stops.
And doesn't even make a ripple.
I would like
Alright.
to unnotch the arrow.
Okay.
And I would like to play a distraction bardic performance to see if we can see past it, if it's...
It's like an illusion.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So I just start strumming and plucking. Do we see anything?
I think you have to make a check for that, right?
My performance, correct?
I believe.
Well, it's,
yeah.
well, because it makes it so that if anyone within 30 feet can make a save with the performance check.
And then the illusion part of it.
Just, yeah.
Make a performance check for
Okay.
me.
That's 18 plus 10, so 28.
There's kind of a
Does
shimmer that
anything
comes out
happen?
from you. You notice that the water is gone around you.
What?
Does anyone else see this?
What is
Do we all
going
notice
on?
the water's gone?
Mm-hmm. The water's. It appears like you aren't wet, you aren't hot.
How did you make the water go away?
It's just gone.
Just in that sphere, kind of around you.
Oh,
think-
this is wonderful.
I think there's some sort of an illusion around us.
So the water's not
I
even
say as
real?
I'm fucking... I don't think so.
Can I make an Arcana check to try and see if I have an idea what's going on?
Sure.
Cool. So spellcraft, I guess. 15.
It's obviously some type of illusion magic, but beyond that, you're not getting much. It might be related to the abjuration magic, but
Okay.
The
not
X,
sure.
the green X, there's nothing like, there's no opening or anything.
No, there's no opening.
Grabbing up my journal and just scribbling.
Oh,
You see that there is blood where you've been walking, where it came from your feet,
yes.
but it's not.
Pooled in the water.
Well,
I would only like to do
How
this
does my foot look now
for...
that there's no water around?
Not great.
No illusion magic
shit.
showed up in my detect magic?
Huh?
No illusion magic showed up in my detect magic?
No.
I'd only like to do that for 2 rounds and then I
All right.
stop.
Then the water kind of reappears. You feel hot. You feel wet.
I don't like this.
This is
odd
very
and
strange.
Wonderful, I love
I
it.
don't want to waste that ability if we can,
No,
if it
that's-
can be utilized elsewhere.
So
But now we know things
I'm
around
going
us
to
are
risk
seeing.
something that I maybe shouldn't, and I'm going to go up and touch the axe.
With what hand?
With my left hand. Actually, just go. I can't really go like this. I have
Alright. So you touch with your left hand, and the stone starts to like grow around your hand.
to. Should I take it out?
Make a strength check.
Oh shit.
Oh no!
That's an 8.
Oh no!
Any help, please?
I come up and grab his hand and pull it back.
Make a roll to assist as you make a strength check.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's +2, so that's 17.
It cracks a little bit, but you're only at about your wrist.
Okay, so 20% now, probably.
The stone cracks.
Oh, the stone cracks.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. That's a natural 20.
No, I can't help
But roll
all
to
but
confirm.
natural 20.
9.
I'm gonna pretend it was me.
Part of the stone comes off. And there's kind of about a quarter-sized hole, but you still have the stone that's like wrapped around your hand.
Oh, this is interesting.
And then
That can't
it's very
be good.
heavy.
That cannot be good.
No, not at
No,
all.
I-
Interesting, but not good.
What if you get one of those pickaxes?
There's a pickaxe, but it's curly-cued because it's been warped.
Oh, well, fuck.
Is
Let's see
it metal?
what I
Or
have.
It's metal.
what kind of metal?
Appears to be iron.
Oh, okay. So I was like, as if it was something bendable, I just fucking a Hulk out.
Okay, well, let's say we leave
wait.
now. This is going to interfere with things.
I don't think we're gonna find anything.
Who is closest to the wall with the X?
I just touched it.
So
Quick question.
Yes.
Did I see anything earlier when I made that perception check? When I was scanning the area and you said roll a perception?
nothing that came of note.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just...
Nope, you're fine. That's good to check.
Okay.
Roll perception.
7.
There's a humming coming out of the hole. Just
Okay, so there's a
melodic?
stone.
it's melodic, yes.
There's a stone. There's a piece missing. And it goes through the whole wall.
Yes, so you can see through. You could hear through it.
Okay.
You haven't tried to look through it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it, but just looking through it, like bending down and looking and being at eye level, can I see through it at all?
It's pure darkness behind it.
Can I hear this also?
Roll perception.
That's 15.
Yes.
Okay.
That's probably was pointed
And also, roll a performance check for me.
Okay. That's 23.
You recognize the tune.
Okay.
It's an old tune.
Of what origin?
It's Elven.
No.
Would it be something I would recognize?
Roll with disadvantage. You
Do
might
I
roll with
know
disadvantage
if
as well.
Yeah.
this is something that could harm us?
Well, what am
I
I
need
rolling?
to roll to confirm a 1. That's a 19. I do not.
What am I rolling?
You don't. You.
For?
This is not even Elven, to your opinion.
What is
Are
this
you
song?
sure? Are you
What am I
sure?
rolling for?
You are rolling a viewer's history
History?
or whatever. Whatever you do for your.
It doesn't sound at all familiar to me.
So society.
It's
Okay, I was
an
like, there's
old
not-
elven
okay.
tune.
9?
What knowledge do I know of this song? Do I know if it has magical properties?
It doesn't have magical properties, but it was a song of consolation and mourning.
It's a
Think of it like a
song.
funeral dirge.
It's like a funeral procession of some sort. I don't like that. I suggest...
This is going to interfere with things as we go farther on. I would suggest we
The
go.
stone starts to seal up.
Okay. Well,
Is this a problem?
not for the moment, I don't think.
I don't like this.
I don't either.
I
Okay.
think it's okay.
I mean, it's interesting.
Have I heard this in my personal life?
Death of your mother.
We should go.
You're in or out?
We should go back over.
Okay.
Can we still hear scuttling behind us?
No, you don't hear scuttling.
I don't like this.
I have a feeling we have lost the trail, but we should watch out for those cave fishes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling this is where we need it, but okay, I trust you guys because you know more of
Well,
It's
either we go back or we get eaten by a wall.
I mean,
That's singing elven funeral processions.
it sounds fun, but okay, we can go.
I don't know how we get past the wall.
I don't know how either.
Do you want to try to break the wall?
No,
I'm
because
going
you guys
to
try to
don't.
break the
No, because
wall.
you guys don't.
Do
have
we
the
still
control,
hear
so
it
we'll go
after
away.
the thing seals?
As it starts to seal up, it grows fainter.
Okay. I don't want to go in there.
Babe, would you like to try and break the wall?
You don't want me to, so I will not. Well,
Do
not you. They don't want
I'm
me
not
to.
asking if we want you to. I'm
I
asking
didn't
if
say
you want
anything.
I no.
to. You don't want to.
Well, I don't.
What
care.
sense do you get?
If I ever say I don't want to do something, it shouldn't affect what you want to do, babe.
Why? You are part of the team.
My personal feelings aside, you should do what you desire.
That is not how teamwork works.
I don't...
Teams can want. Members of a team can want different things.
Yes, but everybody wants to do something else. So what I want, it doesn't matter, because we have a majority that wants to lead, and that is how teams
I'm
work.
gonna look at Bay in the eyes. I give you permission to do what you want right now.
That was weird.
Do what you want to do, babe. I'm rather curious myself.
I want to tap the wall.
I get my instrument ready
Just be safe.
to
I
play
don't want your
counter
claw
song
to get
in
stoned.
case something happens.
Okay, you are prepared counter song.
But you guys don't want me to. I want
No.
you to.
No,
We're-
I don't want you to get
We're
hurt.
curious but cautious.
If any magical
I'm gonna stand right behind
music
my
comes
bay,
through, I
ready
will try
for
to
shit,
help.
even with my wounded
Okey-dokey.
foot.
I take my cannon. Tap tap.
Are you trying to break the wall or just tap it?
Well, I want to feel the strength for myself because I didn't feel exactly how strong because he's very weak.
It feels a little brittle. It's thin. It's maybe a couple inches,
Oh,
but it is self-repairing. The hole is almost totally closed up at this point.
I really want to punch the wall.
Maybe get a rock from the pile and hit the wall with a rock?
Okay. You just told me I can do this.
let's try a rock.
Rock?
Do you want me to get off your shoulder?
You should go to Mandyland.
Hop on.
Okie dokie. So you don't
Actually-
get hurt if something happens. I can take it. I am strong.
Actually, what?
I'm going to duck my head under the water. And then, so it feels like I'm underwater, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna go back up. I thought about something for a second.
Trying to breathe.
Yeah.
It feels like you're underwater, yes, but
Okay.
you could try to breathe if you wanted.
I'm gonna come back up.
You cracks appear in the wall.
Keep going!
You got it. Go, babe.
The entire wall crumbles and does not appear to be repairing.
I broke the wall.
Well done, babe.
Darkness is behind the wall.
I cannot see shit, but
I want to
Did I say
peer
that
into
right?
the darkness.
I'm gonna give us. Oh, okay.
No, be
So,
careful. The darkness will
Roll
look down.
perception.
Yeah!
19.
You see kind of a sliver of color in the distance, but it appears to be white or silver, and it appears to be
Color,
kind of
not
moving.
light.
Color.
Color.
So it's not putting out.
See something moving back there. I
Yeah.
can't tell what it is.
Got a rock. I rolled a 14. Thrown light.
You do that a lot. How many times can you do that?
I can do this as many
I
times as
wanna
I
look
need to,
again, not
actually.
that
That is odd.
You
I
see
got that
what
back,
appears to be
right?
just
It's
kind of a
A
silver.
very simple chunk.
So you see what appears to be a silvery woman just sitting, kind of humming to herself.
There's a woman back there. Do you see her? Or
Yeah.
do you see her up on my shoulders?
I don't like this.
And she's humming the elven song.
Excuse me.
Wait.
Too late.
She kind of looks in Bay's direction and just continues her humming.
Are you okay?
She looks back down and
Do you
hums
need a
some more.
friend?
I think we should go.
Wait, just a moment.
I
I'm with Bay on this.
Roll
I
perception.
don't like this.
Okay. What was it? Okay, that's
This
not
time it's
right.
Bay and Cal.
You can't see what she's holding, but she's kind of holding something.
Are you hurt?
Just kind of
I
shoots
think we
through.
should go.
Pardon?
Or just humanoid?
Elvin.
Elven. She is
Oh,
Elven.
I'm gonna speak in Elvish. Excuse me.
She still continues to hum and looks at you.
That is a lovely song.
Are we close
are
to
you-
her now?
You're about 70 feet away.
Are you okay?
She doesn't respond, but just kind of shakes her head and
We're hanging back a little bit.
Is well, can I see what she's holding?
make a perception check with disadvantage.
Thank you.
I'm with you,
It's not
Sarah.
bullet vision.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I don't like this.
Oh, I don't.
That's a 7.
This creepy AF.
Something. It's kind of occupying like a space like this big.
Sorry, but
Yeah.
we're looking for someone down here.
She's singing to
Uh,
me, baby.
Do you
Yeah.
have you seen a human man come through?
She doesn't react. She just continues.
Do you want us to leave?
I don't know.
Do I know if this is an undead?
Can I
Yes.
She's not alive. We need to go. No, she's not alive. She's
A ghost?
she's undead.
Undead.
But she's also not...
I'm very sorry to have disturbed you. We shall leave you to mourn in peace.
She holds up a skull.
Oh!
And you see that it has a hole from eye socket to the back.
Can I speak to her in Abyssal and say, what are you doing here?
What the...
You speak in Abyssal.
What the...
No response. She just kind of sadly puts the skull back in her arms and holds it.
We
swings.
won't disturb you any longer.
I think she died here.
We should go.
Let me try
Let's leave her.
Let me say one more.
Leave her in peace.
Please, say something.
Let me say one more thing and then we will leave.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And not a
Yes,
map.
babe.
I am very sorry for either your death or the death of your love. But know that death is not something to be afraid of.
Can I translate this into Abyssal, just in case?
Sure.
And I'll be doing the same in Elder.
Alright.
It is something that is natural and part of a cycle. And it is because of death that life means so much. So,
Could you
thank you
cut
for
this a
your
little
life.
shorter? A mouthful.
Thank you for your life, or the life of your
It holds out the skull to you.
I cannot help you.
Can I see if the skull...
It still continues to hum.
Do you want to know if this is a gesture that
Is it
is
threatening?
specific to, like, with my knowledge of undead things, do I know what it wants?
It appears like it wants to either have the skull taken or it is giving it to you.
If, from what I know of Elven society, would I know what's going on here?
Not necessarily. It could be something older than what you know about Elven society. Something lost in the cataclysm.
I will not take something so special. I could not. But I thank you for your gift.
I walk up, and I put my hand under the skull.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I can't help you.
And then fades away, and you're now holding a skull. And then you see kind of a little vial just kind of on the ground.
In the water.
In the water, yeah. But it's glistening. Glowing.
Detect magic?
It is magic. It is a faint transmutation.
Okay. So shifting the skull to my other hand.
Okay.
Grab the...
And then you see there's a chain with kind of an ankle piece. So this individual seems to have been chained to the ground here.
Okay.
The undead or the skull was chained to the ground. Or we don't know.
Whatever, something was chained.
Something was chained to the ground.
Okay. So this wouldn't work for what I'm thinking about using it for. Yeah. But I imagine I wouldn't need to because it only feels like it needed the skull under. I'm not sure.
What are you mumbling?
I'm mumbling in Elven even, but
I don't speak that.
Do I understand?
What is going on?
Oh, did you want me to take the skull of the whole skeleton? I don't know. Whisper. Skull of the whole skeleton.
Probably just the skull.
I think you're right. I'm not sure.
What is happening?
on?
But what about that vial? Are you gonna take that vial?
Oh yes,
I'm
absolutely.
speaking to him in Elvish.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Secrets don't make friends.
No, he's talking in Elvish, so I'm talking to him in his own language.
What
Okay,
are you
but
talking about?
He's wondering if you should take the skull.
Sorry. There's a bottle of this. It's, I think, a universal solvent, which could be quite useful actually.
Let's take it with us.
Absolutely.
Which is magic, and it's kind of
But what
the
about
more
the
lost
skull?
magic.
Oh, I'm copying this.
Have I seen that before?
Yes.
Do I know what it is?
It's universal solvent.
Oh, it is. Okay, gotcha. Sorry. You are quite right. Sorry. I'm just exchanging the card. Yeah, okay, cool.
I think it's universal solvent. So, I say we should go out and
Why didn't she use the solvent to
because
separate the chain?
it works on adhesives. It doesn't work on metal. That you're thinking of an acid.
Correct. Sorry.
Corrosive. That was harder to say than
I'm sorry.
me.
I work with poisons, not with solvents.
Yeah. Solvents are more useful, I think, in my line of work.
So what about the skull?
Well, I think she'd like us to at least take this part out and give
What
it
if
somewhat
we
a proper burial.
Bury her, yeah.
Okay. That's understandable.
Hopefully.
Away from here.
Ideally not in a poison insect-ridden cave. Yes.
Probably not sunny. Probably.
Yes.
I would assume so.
Somewhere pretty.
We can
Well-
take it back to
And there's
where
nothing-
you're from.
Beyond, like,
Oh,
we've
we
reached the dead
can.
end.
I don't know that that's necessary. Or necessary.
As far as you can
That's
tell,
a
it is a
sword.
dead end.
Necessary.
Corrosive.
Well, we can't go any further down this way,
No,
so
this is a dead end.
I
but,
suggest
I
we
turn around.
start
That's-
working our way back.
Are you taking the skull or the skeleton?
I'm taking just the skull, watching behind me as
You're walking with the skull in hand?
yes,
Okay.
see if anything reappears.
Okay.
Walking backwards, nothing seems to appear.
Okay.
Well, that solves that. Let's
I
go.
hope that does it. Back to camp.
We reached the dead end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't we want to go?
How long have we been in the cave at this point?
Hour and a half.
Don't we want to go down the other way?
We certainly can.
I think we could at least take a look.
How are we all feeling?
I'm
Well,
good.
my arm is in
Oh,
the
my
best of
foot is really
conditions.
not
You
doing
take
well,
the
actually,
blood to your
now
head
that
as
I think
well.
about it.
Yes.
Ow.
How many days do we have left?
We have 3 potions apiece.
Nope, 2 days.
Days until the curse
Oh.
thing.
My question was travel and like how
5
long?
days away.
So it's
So that took. That
2
took
days to get. Oh, I guess not. Yeah.
So you traveled for
2
2
days.
days.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought. Yeah. Because we had 2 watches.
Okay,
So we just have to find him in the next 3 days
And make it
and
back.
get him
make
out
it
of the
back.
cave. Well, just get him out of the cave, right?
Yeah,
You don't have to
I
make it
mean,
all the way back
So
to
he
town.
doesn't get like sacrificed or whatever.
Right.
We
We have to get all the way back to the town in 5
It'd be good
days?
to have him back by
Okay.
that day.
Well, I'm just trying to clarify.
So
we have another
I,
day.
other than my hand, I'm
But
not
that's a lot.
particularly low on any resources. And
I have a crushed foot, I just
you
remember.
have a potion. You have a potion.
I suppose I should take my potion.
I'm going to unprepare counter some.
I'm gonna take my potion. And
Yeah, you
try
don't
to
expend
heal
it.
my foot.
So 1d8 plus 1.
That was good.
1d8 plus 1. Ah! 4.
Perfect. You heal 4 points of damage.
I think that's how many you needed.
Perfect.
You hear and feel the movement of bones in your feet as it goes.
Cool.
It's
I
like
like that.
pops.
But now I don't
But it
have a
feels good.
potion.
See, I am a little bruised, but I am fine.
Yes. Well, so let's go to that crossroads and take the other one.
Okay, but stay away from the fishes.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't get
Give them a
close.
wide berth.
Make
So
sure
is
to
the
give the fishes a
Water
water.
illusion still there even after breaking the wall?
Yes.
Okay.
But as you pass through the broken wall that you made, you hear the funeral dirge, and then it fades away.
I am sorry. Okay. We keep going.
Okay.
Alright. So, you make it back to the big mouth where you saw the creatures that were over on the one side of the cave.
The fishers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you hear a little scuttling, but it seems to be over on the side. Are you moving at your 10 feet per second? Or 10 feet per round movement? Okay. So you move slowly. Cave fishers do not notice you as you advance. You make it to the end. Water starts moving back down. You start to feel the cold of the cave now that you don't have the heat of the water around you. Which is a little welcome because you were in 105-degree water for a little while.
I get back down to the ground.
Now, as we're getting out of the water, do we feel like residual heat at all, or does that go away immediately?
You're in a very cold environment.
Okay.
Like-
No, I'm just wondering, like, does the water radiate heat at all, or is it just
The moment you leave it, it's gone. Doesn't radiate any heat.
And we're not wet, are we?
You feel wet, yes.
Okay.
It's okay.
So as we leave the water, we still feel wet?
hmm
Okay.
I'd like to dry myself off with my prestige agent. That's much better.
Your hair still looks great.
Did not you think it's that
I
wet?
hate her because she's beautiful.
Any little bits of water on me, I get off.
Alright.
Okay. So
You make it back after a while. You pass the blood stains from the 3 dead centipedes.
and
The centipedes are no longer there.
Of course they're not. Something ate them.
no shells. No shells, no husks, no nothing.
There's a leg, but that's
Okay.
all that's left. Just
Okay.
a single solitary leg.
I don't like that.
It takes that one too, and now I have 2 legs.
Shall we go back to camp?
Oh, your arm is not working. Do you want a leg?
That's not going to help, though I do appreciate the thought.
Okay, I don't understand how you work.
How long does light persist for?
Light persists for 10 minutes per level, but I'm not actually casting it on anything at the moment.
Okay.
The rocks from
I was thinking
before.
Oh, yeah, from earlier, yeah.
So you make it back to the fork in the cave.
Going the other way.
Shall we go to camp for just a bit and then proceed down the other side?
What would that accomplish in this case?
Well, we could bury that
Oh, yes,
skull and we could
I
take
think-
care of your arm. or
that's
at least
going
do
to-
a patch.
That's going to take some time. It's going to take an overnight.
I think we should take the skull out.
I think you're right there, actually. We should do that.
Okay.
And if we can, getting the stone off of my hand would be appreciated.
Yeah, that.
I can break it off.
Worth a shot, honestly.
I can't promise I won't break your hands further.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Let's get out
Yep.
now.
Okay, so you guys make it out of the cave. It takes you like an hour, but you're out. Still, it's about midday at this point.
Okay.
Maybe 11.
What would we like to bury the skull?
I would like to bury the skull at sunset. It's
That would make sense.
important.
Okay.
Alright.
Very at sunset.
Okay.
In the meantime, though, is there... How do you plan on breaking this?
Oh, I literally just try to like break it off. Like the way you, like, you know, if you have
you
like,
can try and peel it.
like if you have like, if you're baking and you got like dough on your
Yeah,
hands,
just,
so you
like,
just kind of
Make
like,
make a dexterity check.
Ooh!
21? No, 22. 22.
You manage with your claw to kind of pry, and the whole thing just kind of falls off. You're gonna break it in half.
Lovely.
Good
Wonderful.
work.
Marvelous one.
It didn't break your hands. Good to
That
know.
is very appreciated.
Sap is kind of soaked into your glove, though.
I can
Mandalay.
fix
Yes.
that. Andrea? Call him over, he prestidigitates this off.
Mandalay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can I see you over there for a minute?
Absolutely.
We can walk over there. Take my potion. You're strong. You'll need it more than I do.
Are you sure?
Yes, take it.
While they're talking, I'm taking my glove
Okay.
off and just checking the entire arm.
Thank you
seeing-
very
making
much,
sure all the runes are-
Maricena.
Yeah.
Sure.
Making sure all the runes are mostly okay.
Yeah, right, another cure
Seems to be mostly okay.
Except for the piece here where it's broken.
Yeah, except for the crack.
Yeah, I'm kind of envisioning like between these 2 fingers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just gave her my cure like wound potion.
So at this point it is now 11:05 ish.
AM-ish.
Yes.
Can I have this skull?
Yes.
Dolores? This is very important. I know you are a mule. But I am going to put this in your cart. And you and your friends are going to protect it.
Pack or
Does he have a
cart?
pack?
I
Oh
don't,
no, I have a cart. That's right.
I don't know what you
No,
have.
you.
No, I have a pack.
He has the cart.
Yes, I have a
I
pack.
don't know what you have.
We'll put it in the
up.
pack.
I'm going to put this in your back on top, so it is nice and like safe. But I need you to be a good mule and don't let anybody take it. Yeah.
You communicate this to Dolores and then put stuff in the pack. I'm not gonna try a nature check.
Oh.
Necessarily
I
care
would like
if the
to
animals
help
can understand it.
with the burial, if you don't
At
mind.
sunset.
Right. If you don't mind.
But, also, checking the soil around here, does it feel nice and moist? Like, would it...
It's actually kind of dry.
Okay.
It's when you dig a few inches, it's wet,
Okay,
but
that's
it's
fair.
not overly
Yeah.
moist.
Swampy.
Just because I need to... It needs to be somewhat moist dirt to not cover it in, but, like, plant it in.
Okay.
Are we good?
For now,
I believe so.
Okie
Should we go
dokie.
back in?
Sure.
Are you ready?
Onward and upward.
That's my bae.
So at this point, you make it back into the cave where the fork is.
Going to the
That's
left
right.
this time, down where the mold is.
Okay, so
Proceed.
you walk about... So total, you've been in the cave about 4 hours. You make it maybe an hour in and you start to see purple kind of poking through the cave walls.
Now would be a good
That's
time
the
to
mold.
take your other potion,
I think it would be a good time to take another potion. Yes.
because then
Agreed.
we don't worry about it.
Indeed.
Alright. You drink your flowery tar.
We each have one more after that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have had three, yeah.
Right. And you see it just kind of slowly, as you continue to walk through the cave, it almost looks like, think of a canopy. It almost canopies around this.
It's almost beautiful, but at the same time, it's rather disgusting.
Almost?
Disgusting.
I thought
love
it's
it.
lovely.
These two are just.
The knowledge, for me, it's the knowledge that it's a mold.
I don't understand why that's a problem. It is a natural part of the world.
But it would kill us.
No, it won't. We took the potion.
Well, I know. But
Is
We will not die.
Death is also a part of life.
I have a similar attitude to this as I do towards species.
Alright, and on that note, let's keep going.
Meg had a terrible joke. They would not make it. Something about this shitty path. We continue.
Right?
Yeah.
So you continue to advance through this cave, and there's kind of a...
How dark is it right now? Oh, they have the glowy things.
They
That's
do.
right. Okay, never mind.
So, you continue to advance down this cave, and the purple almost seems to come down in tendrils. And then you can see they've kind of fallen, and it's kind of withered. So it appears to need contact to whatever root system might exist for this mold. You advance down the cave, and there's kind of a room, and then it looks like it's, think of it like dome, and then another dome. It kind of works its way into a larger space. And you see that there are marks through the mold, which appear to be long vertical strikes that kind of etch into the stone behind it.
So, I rolled a 9, so I'm good. Making another arcane mark with an arrow pointing the way we came.
Right, so on the mold,
And for the record, arcane mark is permanent.
Yeah.
unless it's on the living
Unless it's
creature.
on a person,
Yes.
then it lasts for a month, unless you pass for this.
Which, for our purposes, would basically still be permanent.
Basically, yeah.
But there's vertical marks which look recent.
How big are the marks? Like, are they like little? Okay, they're big.
Does it look like somebody took a sword and went like that?
Not a sword, but possibly.
But something
claw.
Some
Like,
kind
perhaps?
of tool.
Pickaxe.
Pickaxe.
Marking which direction they were going.
That is what
Is there
I
any
think.
pattern to it? Like, does it seem
It appears to be like in spots, and you roll perception.
No.
So natural one.
One.
You get distracted as a purple
You're
tent.
not
You
good.
breathe in a piece of the purple moss into your nose.
That's in jail now. You don't get to use that one anymore.
That was the other one you said to use.
I know, and now it's in jail, so now you need
Now
to
I have
use
no D20.
Borrow this one.
So as you're freaking out about the, so you manage after a while of forceful sneezing. There's a big purple
Oh god!
blob.
Oh my god! Oh, this is disgusting. Why am I here with these people?
Hopefully Pike's
I thought we were
healing power
friends.
will.
I like that you named it Pike.
No, that's Pike's
Pike's
dice.
So
Okay, that was fun.
you could try and roll. I would let you roll perception
Oh,
again.
sure, why not? Let's try now that
Come on,
I
Pike.
have a lucky die. At 12.
Okay.
There's
Not that bad.
some glitter beneath, like in the rubble from wherever these marks were
Right,
made.
sorry, okay.
It's kind of
So probably like mining, kind of looks like.
possibly whatever it is. There's something that they wanted in the walls.
Okay, but not like trying to communicate something.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to have any sort of marks, but you're also not well
Okay.
versed in mining
Right.
communication marks.
But this might be a good sign that there was someone here who was looking for something.
Real quick on that die. The 20 does look kind of like a 1, so be sure you're looking at a 1.
Okay.
Like,
Alright,
Yeah.
good to know.
Because it's a wand.
it's a wand, yeah.
I'll keep going.
Alright.
Right. So you keep going, and there's kind of a. You hear a pitter patter, kind of like behind you, just.
Different from the stuff.
Yes. It almost sounds like. But fainter.
Did everyone else hear that?
Is pitter patter coming from behind us?
But it seems to go from like left to right behind you.
Okay.
It doesn't mean you're
So
running
across
at
the
you.
cave.
How high are the ceilings?
First dome is 40, second one is outside of your view.
Well, I'm far from an expert on any kind of some training in life.
I know nothing.
What are we looking at?
That's the problem. We don't know.
No, but what are we looking at?
There's something on the ceiling from the sound of things.
Right. Gotta look up and see what it is.
Roll perception.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No.
That is 15 plus 5.
There isn't anything on the ceiling that you notice.
It's not on the ceiling. It's
Hello?
I was hoping you wouldn't do that.
In front of you,
You can come out.
behind you.
We will not hurt you.
I think there's multiple things.
I think there's more
you're
than
right.
one. They don't sound too large.
We should press forward.
Yeah, there's...
Please do not hurt us.
Okay.
Keep walking.
Actually, making noise may not be the
May
best
not.
move.
It may not.
Let's
press
playing my heart bow. Just gently. Just
Right.
a little music.
You're playing a very gentle heart music. Is it positive, negative, just
Yeah,
absent-minded?
It's actually more like heartfelt and whimsical than you guys would probably expect out of me.
Aww.
I like it.
You continue
Very
to
nice.
advance and you see the marks are getting more frequent and look more fresh. There's actually a small circle as you reach that where it looks like it was cut and removed, and there's actually
From the ground.
ground.
Okay.
Like a mold circle that's
Yeah.
cut and taken out.
Exactly.
anybody
And there's actually like
remember-
some ashes that are kind of piled.
Oh, he's
And there's
on
also
Looks like
some-
there was some fire here.
Or
Oh,
somebody
Captain
was
Obvious.
I made a horrible joke about him already being dead, but there.
Right.
Does anyone remember the man's name?
No.
I don't think it is.
Wasn't it Mr. Uris?
You were the one talking to her.
Eurydice.
Uris.
I remember Eurydice's name, but I don't remember her husband.
Do you
can I
remember his
make-
name, Bay?
I was not paying
Can I
attention
make
to
an
the
intelligence check
conversation.
to see if I remember anything like that?
Sure.
Cool.
Society.
Society? Oh, okay. 22.
Marcoso.
Marcos.
Marcoso.
I was not paying attention to the conversation. but-
Marcoso.
I know now.
Marcoso?
Marcoso.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. Marcoso.
Marcosa!
Mr. Marcoso. Excuse me. We are looking for you to not be dead, please.
Are you here?
I'm gonna go take a look at the ashes. Are they still warm or anything at all?
It appears to be cold.
Cold. Okay.
Let's keep pressing on.
Agreed.
What are we pressing on?
My
Let's
nerves.
continue going.
How does one do that?
Never mind, Bay. Let's just keep moving forward.
It's a metaphor. Pressing on means to continue going.
But that is onward and upward.
Through
It's the same, similar thing.
similar meaning, different words.
Oh.
Like
It's
big
You
very
wonder why common
complicated.
is confusing. Okay,
Exactly.
let's go.
It's worse than English.
What?
Common.
What else do you speak?
I speak Samzalan, I speak Druidic, and I can speak to the ground.
Okay.
How does one speak to the ground?
And I just make this sound like crushing rocks.
What languages do you speak?
Not that.
I don't speak any of those either. So.
It almost sounds like there's gravel at the back of their throat.
I don't even know how you make that sound.
Yes.
So are we just still standing
I just
around?
imagine.
Alright, can we keep going? Are we finished with our conversation? Time's wasting.
What she said.
Why are you so... Okay. Yes.
The potion!
We have plenty of time.
Okay.
We can keep going, but gosh, you're being a bit of a meanie.
I apologize, babe.
I don't know
I'm
what happens
just
to my voice though, but
anxious.
it happens.
I would just like to find Marcoso. bring him
Marcosa!
back
And I keep
safely.
going.
Alright. You keep walking and the vines get thicker.
Oh.
There's obviously kind of where it looks like it's been cut,
Don't
and there's
like
piles
this.
of dead vines on the ground. It starts to narrow, and you're about in a 20-foot.
This all looks fresh, right?
That's, yeah, it's all dead, but yes, it appears to be.
Freshly cut.
Yes,
It's not like dried and withered.
correct.
I take out my scimitar in case I need to cut us a bigger pass.
Yeah, I got my sword.
And then I just
Are you
wanna keep
cutting, or are you just kind of passing in through it?
going. Well, if we have to like pass through it, I'm gonna.
Okay, so you.
Yeah,
you're,
but I'm not like if we still have space, I'm not gonna waste the
Okay,
energy.
you're gonna
Right.
need to start cutting.
Kind of.
So you start cutting through it, and you hear behind you, since you're pulling up the rear, and just
I'm gonna look behind me and see if I can see
roll
anything.
perception.
Come on, baby.
Oh,
20.
way better.
Roll to confirm.
No, it's
This is a
19.
natural
Oh, 19.
19.
Okay.
I'm 20, yeah.
You see
Way to go, Pike.
black dots that kind of have a shine to them.
Not reflective. Black dots. Just 2?
2, 4, 6, 8,
Oh,
10,
there's
12.
a lot of little creatures behind us, guys.
Hello, little creatures.
No, let's just...
They scatter.
Okay.
Goodbye, little creatures.
You're in the front, you can't see
It
them.
seems
Well,
like
she said it.
Oh, okay.
making noise.
They don't like the noise.
Well, let's keep the noise up.
Okay, so this one.
I played a little bit louder.
Alright, so the noise from
It kind of subtly sings in
Abyssal.
Do I have anything? I don't.
Abyssal.
Alright, you've never heard Abyssal singing, but it's kind of scary but beautiful.
It sounds
Like-
like there's like multiple
like
voices
Maracena?
coming out of my mouth and they're all raspy.
Oh, wow.
Think of it like Tibetan throat singing, but darker.
It almost sounds like what I imagine someone crazy would do in their head.
As long as it keeps
You're
those
not
things
too
away,
far
I
off.
don't care.
I say in the middle, like, I say that and then I
Are you
close it.
crazy?
Aren't we all a little bit crazy?
I will add it to my list of questions for when we are friends.
Sure.
So you continue to advance. There's more marks on the walls. You actually see a gold nugget
Ooh.
that is currently laying on the ground abandoned, and you see now at this point tire tracks, almost like a cart
Okay.
that's been pulled, and you
Mage hand grabbing a golden nugget.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I wanted that.
you can't lift it.
Oh.
It's more than 5 pounds?
I mean, gold
Oh,
is
I
heavy.
can't.
I grab it. It is my no beach.
You have a 6-pound nugget of gold.
It's exactly too heavy for me to pick
What are you
up.
freaking at?
I had rolled for it earlier.
1d6?
I rolled a d12.
Okay, fine. I was like, if you roll the d6 to my detriment twice in one game, I'm gonna get angry.
Golden nuggets.
Nougat.
Nougat. This is what
The golden nougat.
this is what you find in the middle of the Milky Way bar in this universe.
Okay. Oh, I need to finish
By the
my
way,
part.
babe,
Crazy.
you called me a bitch.
I heard it on the ship.
I'm
Did
not.
I use it right?
You used it perfect.
I'm
Good.
not, but I'm not a dog.
What?
Adding just fuel to the fire of confusion.
Exactly.
I love it. Because I used it right.
It's
You
an
see, it's
insult.
one of those words that has more than one meaning.
Oh,
For some reason-
no.
Try not to think about it, babe.
Kyle's a little salty right now. It's almost like the
Okay,
meanings that have more
but-
than one word.
Okay. Okay, but if we were speaking in Samsalan right now, all of you would be this confused.
Exactly.
Yes, we would.
You are correct. We're not making fun.
Samsara is confusing.
You used bitch correctly.
Good. I'm very smart.
You are.
Your language is confusing.
It is.
I'm going to keep walking.
Let's do it.
To be fair, I hate common too.
This is why I like you.
I was surprised to
Since you're
I'm
leading,
saying
roll perception.
this number. I was surprised to hear that you could speak Elven, so that's kind of fun.
12.
The cart tracks kind of go swirly. It looks like it's been moving wildly. There's parts where
Uh-oh.
it's skipping.
Somebody was like, something bad happened. Or maybe they were just drunk.
I feel like it's
This is why you don't drink and drive.
Don't drink in mine.
Who's driving a cart?
Exactly.
All right.
Which is it surprising to see a little gnome speaking Elvish?
Well, considering how uncommon it is to see a gnome at all, I'd say kind of yeah.
But wait.
I'm in speaking
This is
Elven right
Elvish.
now.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, Elvish is one of my first languages.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start speaking in dragon. Just to piss everybody off.
I can understand you.
Oh no! God darn
You
it!
start like cursing in Draconic.
No wait, what other languages do I have?
You start cursing in Draconic, I'm like, language! In Draconic.
There you go. Ah! Now I'm gonna start swearing in giant!
I don't understand.
That one I don't see.
So there's just like.
I want to have fun too! And so I say in common before switching to druidic to talk to the plants.
Oh.
I'm just like, hello, I
Is
hope
Druidic at all similar to Sylvan?
It's not enough that you could. It's
Are
a
you
related
talking-
language.
You're talking to the mold?
the like vines hanging
Yeah.
down.
Can you do that?
No.
Okay. I know that there's some that can, so I want to. Do you have that
I
ability?
don't have that ability.
Okay.
I'm just switching to the language of nature. Just
I just thought that your first went to Draconic, like, oh,
So-
no, it's gonna speak that. Like, no, I speak.
So you have heard this language before.
Okay.
You have too, but you do not know it.
Actually, I don't think I've heard it. I might have seen it written.
You might have. Well, based on the society you were in, you might have heard it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just sorry. I'm like, hello. I am sorry that we have to cut you. That is really sad. But we really don't want to hurt you that much. But we really hope that you don't hurt us. And oh my god, what is this scurrying? Do you know the scurrying? And it's just that. It's like nonstop.
Stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
So pulling up the rear arm, you turn
Yeah.
around and you see that there's about
See,
12 pairs of eyes.
those things are behind us again, and what am I'm gonna make a loud noise. I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, get the fuck out of here, you motherfuckers!
In common?
Oh my god, get the fuck out of here,
They
motherfuckers!
appear to take
Language.
they're small, so they're about Maracena's sized. And
Fun
they
size.
and they move back about one step, but they do not
But,
flee.
so,
What
let me
language
look
did
at
you
them again.
speak
I want
in?
to see, like, what do they look like other than just eyes?
Full perception.
What language are you speaking in?
I don't know.
I need you to know.
I just want it to be common so we can all
17 total.
I just want Bay to learn the words motherfucker.
I think I was probably still speaking giant at
Damn
that
it.
point, just because.
You see kind of a green and brown creature. It has hair that kind of just sees them there holding like it looks to be like an arrow that's been turned into a spear for their size.
A humanoid?
Ish.
2 legs.
Mm-hmm. And they're about. I sense the size, so they're about. Yeah,
I'm like 2 foot 6 inches.
that's about right.
Okay, so these are... I don't know what
Do
these
I
are.
see these too?
Yeah, you can look around and see.
Okay.
Some of them are taller than Maricena.
Oh.
They range between like 2 and 4 feet tall.
Would you like to hop up my shoulders again?
I very much don't like this.
Yes, I'm...
all of you roll a knowledge nature check at disadvantage.
Okay. Explain that to me.
Oh, so
Roll
you roll
twice,
twice
take
and
the
take the lowest.
14.
16.
Ah!
Natural 1.
Are you freaking kidding me? Natural 1.
Oh, high five! Natural 1!
No, that's a 20.
Oh,
That's the
that's
20. That's the
The
20.
wand is the 20?
Yes.
The wand is 20.
Oh, 20.
Yeah, roll twice and
Natural
take the
20.
lowest.
No, that was... Oh, 18 was the lowest then.
I was
You
like,
guys roll really high for disadvantage.
I rolled
I
1.
rolled a 10 and have plus
I rolled
4.
a natural 20.
You're focused on getting away from the
That's 12.
things.
Nope, I don't like small things.
So as you move and you stare at them longer, you realize that the eyes are not in fact black but white. And,
Is that like me?
and they appear to be made of this purple mold vine.
Ooh.
And then it looks like it's kind of like withered away, which is why it's got the green and the brown. And they have spears and they kind of speak in like throaty tones.
I'm gonna say in Sylvan. Can you understand me?
They mutter to themselves in the language that you don't understand.
Okay.
Wait, what languages do you speak?
Me? Draconic, Aklo, and Giant.
What do
And
you
Common.
speak?
Common, Samsaran, Druidic, and Terran.
I speak Common, Abyssal, Undercommon, and Elvish.
Oh.
Undercommon.
What do you speak?
I speak Draconic, Elvish, Sylvan, and Common.
You understand them? I can get them now. Stab them in the legs. I can eat them.
Hey, you fuckers! We will kill you!
In Undercommon?
Yeah.
Roll
They're
an,
trying to ambush us.
roll
What?
an intimidate check.
Yeah!
Or influence.
Tell them that we want to be friends.
19
Oh,
plus
shit.
8, so that's 27.
Maricena just kind of flares, like swells up on top of you.
Pufferfish.
Yeah.
Do you know who you're talking
It's all
to?
over my face.
On the side of my face.
You don't even know who you're talking to.
They kind of take us a couple steps back. Who are you?
I would like to... No, I won't. I will resist.
I think I know what you were talking
I would like to cast Haunted Fey Aspect on myself to make myself very scary.
So this is what you all see.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Purple.
And I would like to say, I'm a motherfucking queen, bitch! As my hair is like all evil and scary, just
So Haunted Fey aspect gives.
scared. I just want to look scary. I don't,
Alright.
It doesn't give me any bonus.
I'm gonna try to look tough underneath her.
Roll with advantage on an influence check. Are you going to assist?
Sure, I'm just...
Roll to
Natural
assist.
20
A
on
20?
a tiny guy.
Roll to confirm.
20 to assist?
Yeah, what you
You
do?
have to get above a 10.
No.
That's 18 plus influence?
26.
18, yeah, 26.
Some of them scream and run away. There's currently one left holding the tip and then sprints away.
Do you say not want to be our friends?
And then I go back to normal. It feels good to be against. No, I didn't say that. Well, they were planning on ambushing us, but they're not now.
It's good to be the queen.
They said they could slice our legs, and, well, your legs, because you're like
I just hope
giants
they
to
don't
them.
come back with more, but let's see what happens.
I'm a motherfucking queen,
Bitch. I need to get you a fucking sticker,
That's
girl.
one of our hashtags.
I'm a motherfucking queen, bitch.
Well, they're gone now. Let's go.
Bravo. Onward.
I think I love it.
That was mildly terrifying. I don't even know what you said. But
So even though you didn't understand, you got the kind of power
Yeah,
that
you don't
emanated
I
from
don't
it.
think we had to
Told them that
understand
they
exactly.
didn't have to fuck with
Right.
us. That's all.
Okay, do I keep go?
Keep going.
Are you okay?
I'm
Take
okay.
a quick break.
Yes, let's take a quick break.
What just
we
happened?
just ruined your encounter.
We'll be back.
Oh
Hello everyone, we're back. So you're currently in the cave, you scared off the creatures you don't know the name of, that through a terrifying, I'm a motherfucking queen bitch.
Which we don't know.
Those things were disgusting. I hated them.
Okay, I'm going to keep going now.
Let's go.
Let's all keep going.
Alright, so you keep going, and you
Yeah.
find
Okay.
that the the trail of tire tracks is getting more and more wild. There also are footprints that appear to be gaining in distance between them.
Shall we hurry?
Yes.
Why?
Because it looks like wherever he's going, he might have been in trouble, so...
Oh, I just thought you went fast. I mean, like, of course, it was obvious, not something good. Whatever, we keep going.
Let's speed up a bit.
Agreed.
I speed up but a little bit.
You now do the hustle, and then you
And
see
then we start
the
moving
cart
quickly.
in the distance.
Oh!
Wheel broken,
Hello?
and you see that it's filled with some gemstones.
Marcosa!
Marcoso!
Why would they just leave a cart full of gems?
Because their lives were in danger.
Something bad must have happened.
We can take the cart
You see
later.
footprints that continue.
What kind of gemstones?
Moonstone, opal, some of the cheaper end of gemstones.
As I walk by, as we go by, I take a handful.
Yeah.
You have a handful
I just-
of cheap gemstones, so
Put in the bag.
half pound.
No, I'm just gonna take one. One pretty little moonstone.
Alright, you have a moonstone.
Thank you.
It doesn't weigh anything. For
Might be able to use some as a focus at some point, so we'll
Okay.
see.
Handful cheap gemstones, half pound. Okay.
I pick a gemstone then too.
Anything in particular?
It's a
Anything that looks expensive.
Maybe pull out the. Pass me the equipment guide.
Pull it out.
Left. There you go. Because they have gemstones in the back, which is something I never use. Talk amongst yourselves
I'm looking.
while you're
Should I
picking.
make a roll to see, like,
Rutabaga.
if I successfully pick something that's expensive, or would I just know?
Well, you based off of your.
I would probably just know.
Yeah, but
Would you? Well, maybe.
you.
The money.
Why don't you roll a percentile die for me?
Percentile.
Twice.
Ooh, okay. Because I did say like 2 alone. That is a 67 and a 69. Nice.
Nice.
You find a small ruby. Worth about. Worth. That's the most valuable stone. Oh.
It's right there.
You can't reach it.
Yeah.
Too far away.
You rolled a 4. That matters.
No, it must be intentionality.
And why don't you roll a craft check for me?
Sure. Probably not the craft poisons check, but they're both the same anyway. 19 plus 2.
We're about 900 gold.
I would like to look in the thing and see if there are any gems that look like they might belong to.
I basically just see that and I'm like, you're all I need.
Yes.
It looks like it might fit into the pictures that I have seen of the crown. It's like bejeweled.
There's several that kind of have that general rough shape.
Okay. I would like.
There's a tiger eye, a turquoise, pyrite.
I would like to take 4 gems that look like that.
Okay. You have 4 gems, and it's. Do you want to roll for them, or do you want me to just pick for
Whatever you want me to do.
Okay. Roll for them.
What
Roll
am I rolling?
percentile die 4 times.
100.
Give me 1 second. You have a zircon.
Ooh. Fancy.
Something makes me think that this is in alphabetical order.
82.
82. That is a tiger eye.
Yeah. 76.
No, it doesn't make sense. You have a sard. S-A-R-D.
And 36.
And a jasper. Thank you, Matt M, for subscribing to our channel.
Hey!
Hey, buddy. I don't know who you are, but you're my buddy now.
We are friends now!
I have 3 friends.
One of them's imaginary.
No,
Well,
No.
in the world of Pathfinder, I don't know.
no. They are all real to me.
All right.
Thanks, though, Matt.
So, any other gemstone pickers?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm not going to go through the handful right now because that would take a little more time than I want
Yes.
to put in. So, you pass the cart. There's the footprints that are really long strides.
Like he was running.
Yes.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Go. Quickly.
You
Pick up
continue to
pace.
advance, and you reach a spot where the vines just stop. It's a very hard line of no mold past this point.
So just back to the cave again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's about, there's a 50-foot span, and it just stops as a hard line.
Well, let's keep going.
Do we still see the footprints?
They do not show up on the hard stone.
But they seem to continue off of the mold from what we can see.
You would assume so based off of the footprints.
Oh, what I mean, like, there are footprints at the end of the mold that are still continuing their pattern? Or towards the end of the mold?
Until the end of the mold, yes, but post-mold, nothing.
Yes. Yeah, post-mold, yeah. Well, I say we keep going.
Sure.
Someone went this way and they were in a hurry and left a sizable amount of gemstones.
The sooner we get this
Running
over
from
with, the better.
something. Alright.
Hey guys, we're being watched live on a big screen.
Oh my god. What?
That's exciting.
That's still not exciting.
Thanks, Marcus.
Oh no.
Alright.
It's some big screen.
Wait, what is this guy's name that we're looking for again? His name is
Marcoso.
Marcoso is watching.
That's hilarious.
Marcoso!
Alright, so what are you going to do? You can try and track, but that would be a survival check.
The path only goes in one direction, correct?
As far as you can tell, yes.
Well, I'd say we keep going in that one direction.
Agreed. Let's go.
I got no better ideas.
Alright. Continue to advance. Walk for maybe half an hour. Hustle for half an hour. And it happens every goddamn time.
Yeah.
And
That's what makes it fun.
as you advance, you
Repetitive.
reach a pit.
Oh.
And
Hello?
Oh my god, you and the pits.
alright. There's kind of heard from the bottom of the pit.
Marcosa!
Can
What do
I
you mean?
see the bottom of the
Did
pit?
you just fall into
I
the
would
pit?
like. Can I look down into the pit and see if I can see?
There is no bottom, as far as you can see.
Okay.
Taking a small rock and I rolled to check,
Just gonna say.
dropping the light rock in there.
Here's splash.
Water.
And it kind of illuminates, but you see that there's something floating. It appears to be a body floating on the water.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, well, he's dead, so...
And there's the kind of
I didn't bring.
Oh,
my
would you
rope.
shut up? We're talking!
Shoot.
Did you just tell that dead body to shut up?
And those are whispers.
Do I
hear the whisper?
We all hear the
it's coming from down in the
Oh.
pit.
Can we understand it? It's just
It sounds like
Too faint.
it's too faint.
okay.
It's probably based off of the drop, maybe 300.
Is that the guy we're looking for?
I do not
I
know.
don't know
I think
either.
it might be. Is this like the end of this trail? Like,
It goes further, but there's a pit.
Like
So
we
you
can't
gotta-
get
but this
past
goes
the
from
pit.
edge to edge. Like,
Right.
okay,
And it's about 300, did I say 200 to 300?
300 feet.
Mhm.
Well, that seems.
The
like-
water is about maybe 100 feet up from the base.
So it's about 200 feet down. So that looks a lot like someone who was running frantically and then didn't see a pit and then fell down the pit.
Are you dead? No, not you.
There's something down there.
Who is whispering down there?
I have nothing.
Do you want to be
that will help.
friends?
Detect magic, thrown it down there. It's only go 60 feet, but like it might find something.
Nothing.
I don't have a long enough rope for this.
Wait, no.
I forgot to bring my rope.
Illusory magic.
Pretty strong aura.
Wait.
Thanks. Son of a fucking bitch.
What's wrong?
There's another illusion.
Oh. I
Does
pull
anybody
out
have
my
one?
harp and I start playing Distraction again.
You kind of see the wave, and you see that there's actually a very thin, like 6-inch staircase that goes all the
Now
way
tell
down.
us what you're hiding.
And you see the staircase just kind of appear out of the wall, and it's literally like a 6-inch step, so you'd be crossing feet, hugging the wall.
That's terribly convenient now, isn't it?
Okie dokie.
Terrifying.
Ooh,
Okay, we're doing that
artichoke.
now.
What?
You said okie dokie artichoke earlier. Did I say that right? Artichoke.
I
So you're gonna need to make several acrobatics checks
Okie dokie.
of 15 or higher.
Oh, 15 or higher?
Well, I rolled a natural
Are
16.
you kidding?
Okay, so you make it down a
What
little
about
while.
me? I'm small.
Go ahead and make a roll.
Okay.
I got a 15.
That is 15 exact.
Okay, you guys are making it
I
down.
think I might be staying up.
Exactly 15.
Alright, you guys are continuing down. Make another set.
That's a 16.
12.
And an actual 20.
7.
So you two start to fall. You can catch one of them.
Oh my god!
No.
If you let me fall, the staircase disappears from your vision, okay?
I'm not making this decision. I'm rolling a die. 1, 2, 3, 4. I called it. I'm not making this decision. I'm gonna even say it's a reflex movement, and it's the chance. 2.
Make a reflex check to catch yourself on
I'm
the
not making
step.
that
Okay,
decision.
and that's...
Mhm.
No, I
there's a
respect
number
that.
on here.
Come
Yes.
on, Pike.
Oh my god. Wait, what is that?
What is that? What is what? Oh.
6. Where's
No, that's 9.
Is it
Not
9?
on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see the dot. I'm old and blind.
Oh.
And where is that? What am I rolling?
Reflex. So it.
It should be under your saves.
Okay.
So.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Why are you sorry?
It's
So then what do I add? The
Your
subtotal?
total. Yeah.
So 12.
You manage to grab it. You can make a strength check to pull yourself up.
Sure. Why not? Oh my god. Okay, so
Oh,
that's the 6.
you strong ass bitch.
Strong
8.
ass bitch.
You're not able to pull yourself up, so you're kind of hanging there. You can try and pull again. You guys are just hugging the wall. You kind of reach out and
Can somebody please drive?
I guess
Okay,
I will
so
try again.
I'm only at 15%, right?
Mhm.
Okay, good, because I rolled a 4. But I'm gonna try and mage hand and see if I can get, like, just
I'm gonna try to pull
Okay.
myself up
Okay.
again.
I'm gonna.
Ooh! I got a natural 20.
Oh,
22.
you managed to even swing yourself over past them onto another part of the step.
Woo!
You, as your mage hand, push her so she doesn't fall off.
She's like, I did this on
Come on,
purpose.
come on.
Yeah, you just kind of like
Totally
dive.
acrobat.
Go, 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 go.
Showing off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo! That was fun.
Make another acrobatics check.
That is 18.
Okay.
9.
Ooh, nice.
12.
You can try to catch one of them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Say.
1.
So
Hey, I'm starting to feel very wounded
you
right
managed
now.
to get
Fucking
Marissa and
fucking
just slide over. Make a reflex to catch yourself.
I hate my life.
I'm trying, babe.
Oh my god!
Is that a 1?
4.
Oh
Guys, seriously, I just need to like die. So 7.
No, you just need more die.
And you slip and you start to fall.
Ah!
There's another step below you. Make a reflex save as you start to pass it.
Oh my god, 7. 8.
You continue to pass. There's another step. Make a reflex save.
Come on, please.
Come on, I'm trying my hardest.
Yay!
14, 15.
Oh.
You slam your elbow down to keep yourself from going.
Jesus Christ.
That's gonna hurt.
That's gonna break.
You only take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you are clinging two spirals
Does
down.
anybody want to look and see if she's still alive?
Are you still alive?
She is still alive.
Oh, that's delightful news.
You are fucking crazy!
Do you think I planned this?
Make a perception check.
What?
Christ.
Oh,
14? Yeah. 14.
There's about a 10-foot drop until you reach the water. You could drop down here safely. But you stopped yourself from taking about 3
So I could drop into the water. And the
Okay.
water's what, like 100 feet deep?
No, it's,
Yeah, the water's 100 feet deep, but there are steps that lead up to it. So you could rest on the steps that are spiraling down to the water.
Mm.
It's not super comfortable because it's 6 inches. But
Right. Right. Was there any advantage of dropping into the water? As opposed
You wouldn't
to
have to
trying
make
pull
the
myself
checks.
up?
It doesn't
I
really
mean,
matter.
you're trying to get to the water anyway.
Right. I might as well just drop down into the
Alright.
water. Plop.
Is
Land
he
in the
dead?
I'm going to examine the floating body.
Alright, so you're gonna swim up to. You're gonna take a 10, I'm assuming, and just swim up to him.
I'm gonna stop my bardic performance so I don't use all of my
Alright.
turns.
And we're not moving. So
Alright, the
we're
steps
just-
have faded away.
We are floating.
I mean, you know about where they would be anyway.
Roughly.
So
I feel like I've played for long enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So make a heal check on the body, which is survival.
Heal check.
Survival.
It's the last one on yours.
Okay. I don't know that. I'm just not gonna do anything.
Apparently you need new dice, those 7s are killing you.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Here, try Davina.
After this, we'll try Bay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Bay's not rolling well for me. So
Well, that would be
Ah,
A6.
You and your sixes today, man.
You're not sure, you're too focused on swimming at the moment. Does anyone else like to do anything before? Are you just gonna stay where you are?
How?
are there bubbles? Like is his head underwater?
It's headed, it's face up.
His face up.
How far from the water are we right now?
30 feet.
What's my intelligence? What I think of that?
Just jump, May.
Bay's a little bit
No.
smarter than me, so probably would have thought of it and went, "That's stupid."
Like, no,
And then did it anyway.
Okay, I am going to take, I'm going to go, Monty Lion, start splashing.
I start splashing.
I jump.
Ah!
Breaking the surface tension. Nice.
There you go.
Very smart.
Alright. Make an athletics check.
Natural 20!
Roll to confirm.
9 plus 2, 11.
You dive into the water and
Clayton, should we jump down that too, or?
Click.
I'm not fucking dumping down there.
I would like to swim to the body.
So in that time, you could do another heal check if you'd like.
Okay. I would.
Survival, sorry.
Let's see. Hey, there we go. 19.
They are alive, but it's very faint. You can tell that there's water in the back of their throat, and that's what the whispers are calling.
Okay.
Because they're just not strong enough to
To
propel
get
all the
that.
water out of their mouth.
Okay.
Is that the man we're looking for?
I don't know. He is alive.
Good. Yes.
I'm gonna try to pull him over to the edge.
Are you
I will-
doing this?
I will-
Okay,
okay.
so who is leading on this?
Probably.
It's going to be an athletics check.
Who has better athletics?
All right.
That is a good question. Let's see. I don't have a super great athletics.
Is it more than 2?
Nope.
Okay, then I guess it's me!
So roll a d20 and add your athletics, and if you beat 10, then you can assist.
Alright.
So no.
Okay.
13?
You're kind of pulling to shore.
What we got there?
There's some water that's cresting over their head as
They
you're
could
doing
take
it.
10. They could take 10 on this one, couldn't they?
They could if they wanted
Yeah,
to.
so that would mean you would assist, and then that'd be 14.
You can't take a 10
10
on
on
assist.
assist.
Oh, okay.
And I rolled better than a 10, so
That's
I'm
true.
not gonna worry about
So
it.
you're getting some water in their mouth, but
I just push him up against the wall.
okay.
Hey!
Facing you.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I mean, come on, babe.
Just smashing his face into the wall.
That is my intelligence.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
No, it's just like, hello?
Hello.
Oh.
Can you cough out the water?
Oh.
Is that better?
Yes.
Are you okay?
No.
What is your name?
Marcoso.
Okay, good. I did kill my my healing potion and I give it to him.
He doesn't seem injured.
I put it away.
I'm gonna give you that one before you waste your potion. But you do see there's kind of purple around his eyes that kind of like rings.
Oh.
There's also some that's kind of coming out of his nose and his mouth.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's back. Okay, I have a thing to help with that. Do you want it?
What? Help with what?
It's a purple.
Oh no! Yes, give it to me.
No, you don't know.
Give it to me.
You're being very mean.
I'm dying.
But that's not.
Faye, give him the thing.
Okay, I cork my last one and give it to him.
And you watch as it kind of like dries up and kind of flakes away. Do you have another one that can protect me?
I don't. That is my last one. I've used my first to
How
get
long
it to
have we been
you.
in the cave at this point? So that one just healed him. Not
Yes.
affected him.
Correct.
So now he needs one to protect him. Correct. And how long have we been in the cave?
What's his
This has been
problem down
about
there?
3 hours.
Yes,
Since we got the
I'll
other
give
one.
it
Yeah.
fair.
Since you got the other one.
Okay, so we need to book it out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, I will give
Well-
mine.
Alright. He takes the other potion and just kind of
I
leaves
guess I can
back.
split the other ones if, like,
Why are you in this cave?
Looking for you. Now we have to
Your
leave.
wife sent us here to look for you. We need to get you home.
She's gonna kill me.
Oh,
Probably.
well, that
What
was
did
gonna kill
do?
you faster. So let's go. At least you get to die at
How
home.
do you get out of here? There's nothing.
There is it.
There's just a floating gnome.
Don't look up my skirt.
It is pretty hard not to.
Get up here! Come on!
There's
Excuse me
stairs
down there.
along the edge. You just can't see
They
them.
are very small.
Very
I'm
narrow.
not a great climber.
How much do you weigh?
Kind of a rude question.
And if I'm going to carry you out of
Hearing
here, how much
this
do you weigh?
nonsense, I start my bardic performance for another round just to show
I weigh
them.
180 pounds.
Oh, shit's going to be slow.
Alright, I start strumming so they can kind of see, like...
And you won't
Can't
fall?
you try?
I mean, I might, but
Can't
it's going to be harder for me to climb with you on me, but it will be better for me
Do
than
we
for
have
you.
rope or anything to tie us all together?
Yeah, but if one person falls, then we all fall. That's stupid.
Or if one person falls, then all three of us can
Just come on!
Just get on my back.
Let's go.
crawls onto your back.
Okay, fuck you. Let's go. Did I say that right?
Perfect.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Do we go to
make
acrobatics?
acrobatics checks.
No.
So you two are the only ones together at the moment.
16.
Okay, you make
No,
it.
wait, 17.
Okay, you make it.
17.
Okay, you
I'm
have to
gonna
make
wait until they get
5
to me.
checks. 3 to reach Maracena.
Oh, fuck me!
You're good?
I'm good.
7.
That one is.
Wait.
Wait,
So
okay.
we're doing one roll at a time.
Okay.
Make a reflex to save.
7. Dumbass over here.
Reflex?
Yes.
27.
Nice. Thank you, Bae.
Make another
Yes.
check.
Dino.
So
Nicely done.
You're sick.
Bae is our hero.
Look. That's the same thing. 17.
What's that? 11? 11. No.
okay, starts to fall back again.
God!
14.
You just managed to keep.
I think I'm just gonna stay here, guys.
No.
I'm gonna try and use my rage hand, like, when
Okay.
I walk down there and try and, like, kind of.
It's on.
Yeah.
Okay, you get a plus
Oh my
3
god!
to your rolls.
Can they
Roll
just
number
take a 10 to like
I rolled a
slowly inch their way up?
You can take. I don't think you can't take a 10 because it's a 15 and they won't reach it.
Well, what's your normal plus there?
Acrobatics? I
Yeah.
don't have anything.
Oh.
So you have a plus 3 to your roll.
6.
Okay,
22.
pops back up.
Is this the last one, please?
Oh no, you haven't moved.
Yes. Oh, I haven't moved.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
my
you
god, I
fall.
haven't even moved. Oh my god, no!
Switch die. Reflex.
It doesn't matter which die I use, you guys.
Now because it was rolling one for me.
Use this one.
No, I'm gonna try this one again.
Come on.
17.
Hey! Okay, you have to make 3 more
God.
good rolls.
Damn it.
Both of you.
19.
Natural 18.
Boom.
Okay, come on.
Yeah. 15.
Okay.
Nope.
Whoa.
11.
Roll
To catch.
To catch.
What do I have to get?
Reflex. So, I'm not telling you what you have to get.
14.
Plus
Plus
reflex.
Right. Okay, I'm trying.
No, you're good.
Plus 17.
Just enough.
Hold on.
Right?
Your reflex is higher than you think it is. 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
what?
6. Your total's not here. You have a plus 6
Oh,
to your
shit.
reflex.
No. The subtotal.
Yeah, the total's not written in.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
What?
there's a subtotal, and then if you get a morale,
Subtotal.
temporary morale bonus.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
That's why I wrote it over.
So yeah, so
I
17.
understand.
Okay.
So caught her.
yes.
caught Bay.
Just enough to catch Bay and Marcoso.
Okay.
So,
Now, one more.
Have they made it to me yet?
yes.
Okay. So I need to continue.
Yes.
One more.
No.
2 more. Okay.
11.
15 plus 2. So
Okay, roll to catch. And I'm gonna do
I am nothing if not graceful.
That's 15.
That's enough.
Oh, okay.
Marcoso claws into the wall and
Can
keeps you from falling, and you hear the popping of fingernails.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
18.
So much. It's 15 plus 7.
Okay.
No, plus
20.
6, sorry.
Okay, you guys have to make one more, and then you've all made it.
Oh, I need to reroll because it bounced off.
Did you roll 1?
7.
I also rolled a 7 plus 2.
Oh,
So.
no, they're all falling!
You know what the worst thing is? 14. Because I have him on my back.
Ah.
He clutches to the wall. Make a reflex.
No, don't even bother. Just let me fall.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Fuck
make a reflex.
so much.
You guys are close enough.
Go.
Save me.
16.
Yes!
Or actually, it was
Okay.
plus
You have
2.
You
So.
have to make one more, and then you've made it.
Please.
Yeah, like I'm gonna make it.
Natural
Nope.
20.
No.
Come
Natural
on!
20.
13.
You naturally save with that natural 20. Roll to confirm.
Let me kill her. That's 16 plus 2, so
I
18.
can't even take I can't see it anymore.
You take your bow and you kind of whack them all against the wall.
You're not fucking falling on my watch today.
No!
What?
Okay, wait. This is gonna be a good one. 19!
Okay.
Okay, so
Ten. Someone can save
So
Ben.
now you get to go.
Oh my god. How many?
We are gonna do this, people.
16.
You have now escaped. You
Okay.
guys need to make one more.
Come on.
Okay,
Yes!
we're good.
Please,
All right.
Fucking fine.
please.
Oh!
9.
No!
Are you adding your 3 to that? I mean, I know it wouldn't quite make a difference here, but still.
17 to save.
Yep. Okay, come on.
One more.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Oh my god! Please let me reroll. That was a 5.
Roll to catch.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Okay, you
God.
Oh, fucking
and
finally!
make yours to make it up.
That's a natural 15.
Perfect. You all have escaped the pit.
I said
Okay,
Mandalorian was clumsy, but I didn't think it was that clumsy.
That was the most unsavory experience.
Okay, let's leave.
Go.
Getting the fuck out.
You both gonna have
Right.
a bow mark across your
That's
chest.
fine. It's
Good enough.
wonderful.
Getting
out
the
of
fuck
here.
out.
Drop that guy. You can walk now, right, Marcoso?
He kind of wobbles
He
his legs.
falls backwards into the pit.
Oh my god!
Grab him by his
Like,
beard that
fuck
I
it.
now said he had.
See ya!
Okay, so we are leaving it now.
What about the bitchy pygmies?
We are leaving now.
What about the things that chased me into the pit?
Oh, they're afraid of her.
Do you see us?
She's a motherfucking queen, bitch!
You don't know that. He said it and you didn't hear that.
Damn
You
it.
just said it in common, you know?
She is!
No.
Do you see any chasing us?
Let's go. We can fight them.
Okay, we should hustle.
So stupid.
What a great idea!
I am going.
Hustle, hustle,
Those things are nothing but little bitches. We could crush them on their feet.
Little bitches.
I think.
Aren't
Even
they
though some
bigger
of
than
them are
you?
taller than you.
What?
Are they taller than you?
Metaphorical now, let's go!
You are being mean. We just saved
I'm
you.
just being
Okay, let's go!
I need to grab some things from my cart.
No, you
don't.
To save my house.
Oh
Fine.
my god, fine.
What do you mean to save your house?
I came in here to
I don't
mine
care,
for
we're
goods
lying.
to save my house for my wife.
Okay,
and
but
I.
we're passing by your cart.
Okay, let's go then.
Move.
You fucking hustle. You stop by the cart. He loads up his pockets and takes a bag over his shoulder and kind of shakes, slowly walking.
Oh my god. Hurry.
Fine, I'm taking that.
Alright.
I'll give it back to you later.
You all have hustled.
Okay.
You make it back to the big room where you hear the pitter-pattering of feet.
Okay.
Get out!
I shout and
Hop on my shoulders
undercommon.
again, just in case.
Yeah, I shout another comment. Let us through! Coming through! Royalty, get out!
Roll an influence check.
Okay. Please don't fuck it up. Oh god, that's 12.
Okay. Pitter-pattering stops.
You heard me, get out of the way!
You don't see anything, you just
Okay.
hear it.
Let's go!
We're ready.
I'm leaving.
Andale! Sunglasses just like...
Time to say the 5 magic words. Marines,
Oh. What?
Nothing. Megan had a thought for later.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so you make it around to where
Mostly a joke for Danicka. for later.
Okay.
Part of the cave where the forks meet. You've been in there probably 5.5 hours.
I left a mark to where we were supposed to
You
go.
do see the mark. And roll perception, the person in front.
Am I in front now?
That'd be
I
Bay,
didn't
most
Bay.
likely.
Okay.
Well, that's
Where's
not
Marcosa?
intentional.
He's
I don't know.
probably between us, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I assume.
19.
Are you still on
You
my
see-
shoulders? No.
Kind of a silvery skinned something in the fork in the cave.
What?
Are you okay?
And it kind of twists.
What is it?
Son of a bitch.
And
What
it
do you
looks
see?
like this.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought this was like the thing we had seen before.
No, this is something new.
And just kind of
If you leave us alone, we will leave you alone.
What does it
move
say?
lunch.
What?
Move lunch.
What did it say?
I'll shout back to it. We'll get out of your fucking way. You move, lunch.
Fluid.
I wish I knew what the hell she was saying.
No, that's 17.
I like that that's an all.
Right? Seriously.
I know.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be lower, but could I use that as my, No, that's, never mind, that's a different thing.
It takes a step closer to Bay, and then another step closer to Bay.
How far?
I'm going to play a fascinate but bow harp.
What does it need to be?
It needs to be,
So-
Screeching.
Ding 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 ding.
sorry, 1 second. It needs to beat my
Half your level, minimum 1 plus
10
your...
plus 1 plus my charisma modifier, so that's 15.
And that's a will save, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Good try that one.
Fascinate. Will save, yes.
But it won't save.
That's the hope, yeah.
It looks like it's about to fall into it and then shakes it off and takes another step towards Bay and is now about 20 feet away.
Oh, shit.
I bring out my claws and screech.
Roll influence.
I have a -2, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh.
3!
Tentacle comes out and tries to wrap around your neck. What's your CMD?
Oh, fuck me. 15.
I know what that is.
You are now grappled
Combat maneuver defense.
and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it constricts on your throat and you can no longer breathe.
Time for initiative.
Roll initiative.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to draw something because it's a tunnel.
That's fine.
I've still got my go-to, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, who got above 20?
I'll try.
Who got above 15?
I got exactly 15.
Who got above 10?
12.
Who got above 5?
I got 5.
Did you roll a 1?
Again? Natural 1! You know it, baby! Woo! Aren't you glad I'm in the group?
Do you not have an
Yeah.
initiative for this?
Oh, I probably, but even still.
What's your dex bonus?
What is my what?
Initiative bonus.
A 2. I
Alright,
got
so you got 3.
So 3.
Nice.
3. No, 2 total. My initiative bonus is 1.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Caladrian.
I'm gonna
Matters sometimes.
take a step up next to where Bay is and gets within 15 feet of it and
Okay.
cast Color Spray at her. And with my cloak of magic there, I'm good. It has to make a DC 19, we'll say.
Yes.
You made it?
Ah,
Okay.
Oh!
son of a bitch.
So, a spray of color hits this creature in the face and it shakes everything off. You moved, you did that. It's your turn, Vay.
Can I just claw at it and try and get it away from
You
me?
can try and break it. You can either do try to break it with a combat maneuver and try and grapple it, or you can try and do. Sorry, it'll take a while. Or you can try and do an acrobatics check.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
So much better. 15 plus 7.
22.
Thank you.
You managed to wrap it off of your neck. You can choose to move if you would like.
I draw my scimitar,
All right. You have now drawn your
which I
scimitar.
can use with my claws. I double checked that.
Yep. You just can't use the claw.
Yeah. But I
Okay.
can hold it with my claws out.
Ah! Good to know.
Which is odd.
All right. It is now its turn. Tries to attack you. What's your AC?
My AC is 13.
That hits. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and you can no longer breathe.
Uh-oh.
Marcena.
Okay, so while
It's
maintaining
made a
my
15
bardic
and a 7
performance,
and a 19
I'm
so
going
far.
to walk in a way that's
Will.
not going to
Yeah.
get
Both will.
him or her, them in my cone-shaped burst.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, now you've really made me angry. I'm gonna play a really sharp chord on the bow. At a 3rd level, I'm playing Chord of Shards.
Alright, and that's normally a level
It's a
1.
reflex save. It's normally a level 1, so it has to be to 17 on its reflex.
No.
Oh, it doesn't save?
Nope.
So it's normally 2d6. Does it remain?
I think that you can add... I think you added I'll let you
It's
add...
per caster level, probably.
Damage to all creatures.
Add one more d6.
Are you sure?
I'll let you do another
Okay.
d6. I will do that for now, and I'll read it.
So that's 4. That's only 5 damage total. Damn it. I rolled a bunch of ones.
And it just pierces into it, and you see this black blood oozing from it, and it kind of hisses it undercommon. You bitch!
Don't cross me.
Dandelion.
I'm gonna attack with my sword.
Alright. You have your long sword, and you move to it, and you...
Back at it.
It is... okay, so it is grappling me,
Mm-hmm.
so it also has a
Oh, it is
grapple condition.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 15 feet away?
10 feet.
Okay.
So what do I add to this? Do I add something
got like
to
a
this?
tentacle.
Strength? What do I add to this?
Whatever is next to your longsword weapon.
Oh,
Put the
right,
attack
right,
bonus.
right. Okay, so 19.
That
Ooh, nice.
hits. Why don't you roll damage?
Okay, and that's the 8.
1d8 plus strength?
10.
Nice!
You manage to hack off one of the arms of this creature.
Oh.
Not the one that's currently wrapped around the throat, but the other one, and it squirts all over Bay. Bay is covered in black
I'm
blood.
used to this. I am used to being
What
covered.
Cal, you currently cannot breathe.
Yep, gonna try and acrobatics to get out of this.
Alright.
Come on, Caladrian.
20 total?
Ah.
Nice.
You are now...
Skillful.
Fuck you! And I'm going to move away.
Alright. You want to move away?
Oh wait, oh right, attacks of opportunity work differently in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
Oh.
Different die.
That was probably better than I would.
Ooh, is that with your scimitar?
Yeah.
That's in a crit range.
So, it actually is.
So roll to confirm.
That is also in my crit range. 'Cause it's 18 to 20 and I rolled a 19 and then an 18.
You will critical.
Nice.
Fuck me, what is it? It's a
1d6. Yeah.
Could you? Sorry, calm down. Okay.
Times 2.
4
Plus your strength.
and 6 points of damage.
How would you like to kill it?
Pathfinder, you double the modifiers too.
No, we don't.
No?
We don't multiply the strength.
Modifiers, just the
Just the dice.
just the dice
Just the
roll
dice.
itself. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
okay.
Any enhancement bonuses also get multiplied.
I want to, because I did that with my scimitar, so I want to just kind of take it back and screech, like, horrifically at it, and then just cut off, go from the shoulder that's got Cal, and just diagonally across the body.
So as this horrific screech and this scimitar flips in the hand, and then it's now facing backwards, just kind of like a dagger sweeps down its body, and you see this fountain of black blood cover Bezamine, and the creature kind of shrivels up and falls to the ground.
Now that it's dead, do I know what this thing is?
Why don't you roll a nature check?
Okay. Probably not. 11.
No, you're not 100% familiar with what it is. You may have seen it before, but it wouldn't be something that sticks in your memory.
Time ago.
Yes.
Okay, let's get out.
All right, you guys hustle out. It is now nighttime.
Oh.
About not quite nighttime. It's
Is it
working into
about
nighttime.
sunset?
The sun is setting now.
Good.
Oh.
Okay,
It's about 7.
It's time.
I run back to Dolores and the skull.
I follow you.
I turn to Maui and I go, okay, what I need you to do is I need you to find a nice, pretty spot and determine north.
I can find a nice, pretty spot at least. I don't have a compass.
But the sun rises. Okay.
Well, if you know how to do it, then why don't you do it?
You want to do it? I just find. We find a pretty spot.
Yeah, I find a pretty spot.
I get it. So that.
Roll a perception check for me.
Ooh. 17 plus 5.
It's beautiful. It's this one spot with green, lush
Okay.
grass.
I pull out my compass because I do have one to find exactly north.
Okay.
And to the north, I put the jasper, in kind of a circle. And to the south, I put the salt. To the west is a zircon. That is so hard to say. And to the east, the tiger's eye.
I take out a candle and I light it.
And I put
it on
the
ground.
skull. I put the skull to the side and I dig a little hole in the center of that.
I begin playing the same dirge she was singing on my harp.
And I begin chanting deeply in Samsalan as I put the skull in the ground.
Okay.
And I try to time it to the rest of the sunset. So when the sun is completely gone...
It's hard to tell because it's past the mountains, but you guess.
I try.
Okay.
To time it to the sunset, and when the sun is completely gone, all of the dirt is back, and I pick up the stones.
Are you putting up any prayer while you do that?
It's not so much a personal prayer as it is like a hope for
Do you
continuation.
use the...
No.
Okay. So...
Oh! And right at the very end, I take out my coin that has the crown, or I have 12 of them. I take out one of the coins that has the crown stamped into it, and I put it on top. And I just put a little bit more dirt on top.
Okay. And you finish this haunting dirge, and you complete it. And the sun is set, and Marcoso is talking to you two. What are they doing? They're burying a skull. Whose skull?
There were 2 paths in that cave.
The one with the water.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
When the sun's done.
Once Faye turns and leaves, I light a second candle and I put it closer to the river and then
Alright. Your ritual has concluded. You hear the nightlife starting to come alive again.
So, now that we're there, I actually...
Narcoso kind of reaches for his bag.
Oh, yes, yeah. And as I give it to him, I head over to... We put up a tent, right? Or did we?
Marcena did not have a tent. You had a tent, and
I also had a tent.
I think you had a tent.
Yeah.
So I'm heading towards my tent. I'm actually taking off my shirt, and like just to get the arm off.
All right. Managed to take your arm out of its fitting.
Well, it's basically what it is like there's this, and then there's a couple straps that actually wrap around the shoulder here and one here as well, and that's how it stays attached. So I take those off and take the arm off. And start kind of with my other arm digging a bit of a hole so I can get at the moisture below.
Alright.
And then I put it in kind of and then cover it with some more.
Okay. Does it need sunlight to do that? Or
No, it doesn't. It just needs moisture. And I'm just kind of muttering to myself and of it again. Okay, so now I need to get those rooms redone and all that kind of stuff. And shit, that's gonna. Fuck. I haven't had my stuff this bad in probably a good 3 years.
I'm not around for that probably.
Okay. Marcoso, I don't mean to be a burden, but do you have any food? I've been in there for a very long
Just
time.
going to see if you would like something.
I
to
would
eat.
love something.
I'll go over to Dolores, and let's see what she's got here. I'm gonna bring out some bread and a little bit of cheese.
Alright. Like a half pound of cheese?
Yes,
Alright.
half pound of cheese.
He voraciously begins consuming these, trying to alternate between the two.
So how can I guess my bread is loaves.
Yes.
So half a loaf of bread too.
Okay. He enjoys his bread and cheese and just kind of sits down and almost immediately falls asleep.
Okay, well...
What a useless thing. Putting his life at danger like that. Leaving his wife behind like that.
If it's all the same to everybody else, what if I took last watch again?
Sure.
I will take first.
I'll take third.
I'll go second again.
And...
So you're at 1 HP, right? Are you going to have someone provide you short-term care that'll...
Actually, are any of you any good at first aid?
Kind of? I don't know.
That would
So
be-
there's bludgeoning damage there?
Mm-hmm.
So it probably just got like a huge old bruise.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
What is that under?
That would be survival.
Relatively, but not quite.
No.
Anything would be nice, so long as it doesn't make it worse.
Prestidigitation to make you warmer, but
That's not really going to help with this.
I don't even have like a
Well, that's all I
first
can
aid
do to
kit or
help.
anything.
But like, how long though?
Or cool, I guess.
What do you
Like,
mean,
how long do you need help for?
I mean, like,
8 hours. For short, long-term care is 24 hours of care.
I don't sleep very much, so I could probably
no, I mean,
stay up with you.
don't worry about it, it'll heal on its own.
Okay. I won't then.
Go to sleep.
Alright.
So
So watches. No.
I have one little
Yeah.
thing I don't want to do. During my watch, I just kind of look up into the air and go, okay, I think we did a good thing. I think. He was kind of mean. Was I all mean? Is that what happens when you come close to dying? I don't remember that. Are we always mean? That's not important. Don't answer that. I don't know if I know where to go. It would be nice if you have a minute. I'd like to know, but I understand you're busy. It's okay.
Are you
You're
using
really
your life
cool.
wheel with this?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you roll a society check?
That's not it. 8.
And also roll a percentile die.
That's not that disappointing. Oh, they're over there already. 60. Nope. 96. They're shiny and hard to read.
You focus really hard. You're not getting anything. You're still getting the original view of Mandylion.
Is it because I did it wrong? I didn't think I did it wrong. I did my best. Okay. I'm going to go help my friends now.
You feel your prayer was heard, but that you knew what to do on your own.
I'm going to help him now. I said he was my friend. I don't know that that's true. I haven't asked him yet because he kind of confuses me. And then I don't wake anybody else up for the next watch, and I spend the next 8 hours helping Cal.
Oh. Why don't you make a survival check?
Nice.
Oh wow, that's actually
21.
That's legit.
You heal. It's a pretty good one. I'm gonna fudge it. You heal 4 points of damage. And just kind of like from compressions and.
Especially good care.
Yes.
Filled with love.
The love of me.
And you all.
Not
I know
really
that's-
The
And then-
friendship.
the kindness.
You all wake up to Bay making breakfast.
What, Bay? You didn't wake me up.
No,
Why not?
I had to help him anyway.
That actually feels kind of amazing.
Yeah.
You still got a nasty ass bruise that runs up the side
Yeah,
of
but I
your
don't
face.
feel it as much as I did.
You still kind of
You
look
see
like
your-
shit.
I mean, that's usual.
Your hand still has a slight, very
I
slight
don't know
nick
necessarily if I'd say
right here,
that.
but the rest of it is better. Maybe another day.
I could have done better, but I forgot to put my claws away for a minute. It was fine.
Bruce is not becoming a
So that's okay.
You did perfectly.
So you are now fatigued.
Okay.
Assuming you pack up, eat breakfast, mark up
There's
the trail
no
rations. And why don't you roll a craft check to see how well your cooking is? Roll to confirm.
I'm going to kill you all. That's not. That's
That is
not
2
terrible.
ones. Does that count?
13.
Technically.
So it's good to you. Because
It's
it's a Samsara, it's a traditional
local
Samsara.
delicacy.
To you all, it tastes kind of like soap suds.
And dirt. Mostly because it's a lot of like there is no meat, so there's like veggies and things, but I just couldn't wash them.
So there's love dirt.
So
Yes.
there's lots of dirt.
Oh, what's that?
Good dirt minerals.
It's so good.
Oh, what's that? Oh, there's that one herb that some people think
Cilantro?
Cilantro.
I love
Oh.
cilantro.
Did you use cilantro to make this?
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Try again with some salad. Maybe I know.
I don't know. Samsung.
But I don't know your stupid language either.
Alright, so you all have your soap food. Pack up. You load up your cart and you get Dolores. You're now walking slower. A little fatigued.
Well, Packrat, I hope
Babe,
you had a lot
I
of
haven't
fun.
cards with this horse.
Packrat snuggled up with you during the night.
Yes, it's
You
better.
wake up to Packrat.
Yeah, that's enough.
You see it with a bit of white sticking
Son
out.
of a bitch. Mage hand. Or, yeah, I'm good.
What is in that?
And you have another
Yeah.
fluff of cotton.
I don't have my other arm on right now.
Yeah.
Like, I've just got an empty sleeve.
Okay.
So you pulled out the cotton.
Why is there so much cotton in this pack rat?
I don't know.
Do you have any idea?
I don't know.
Because he is stuffed with sweet.
What they said.
That might be the most
Alright.
adorable thing you've ever said. Am I saying something?
I don't think so. I think your mother calling you Blueberry is awfully adorable.
Is there anything specific you would like to do on their journey?
I'm going to start on the runes. Like, I know it's not healed yet, but just like starting on the etching there.
Okay. Start the etching. At your next rest.
I imagine I've redone this a few times, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you sleep on the cart on the way over, or do you stay awake through the whole night?
Not
For the whole day.
through the day, yeah, and I deal with it, and then I sleep with everyone else.
Okay.
I'll stay up extra long the second night
Okay.
to make up for lost time.
Okay. Nothing much happens. Is there anything that you guys want to do during that time?
No, not particularly.
You plant
on
your-
my watch, my thing's planted there, and then on my watch, when it's probably pretty good, I'll finish up the etching.
Okay. And is repaired. Cool. In the morning, you guys pack up, and on your last day, Marcoso partakes of meal, so mark off one more trail ration. And whoever's feeding Marcoso, mark off another trail ration.
I will do it.
I already gave him some cheese and bread, so
I will do it this time.
he can fend for himself.
There's 4 of my 7 down.
Actually, I'm not going to be in there.
Is there anything you guys want to do before you arrive to town? Alright.
So, no other questions about this?
I find it fascinating.
Most folks.
I am blue. I
Yes.
don't care about you having one arm.
It's not the.
I just want to get back to town.
I actually
then I would
find
love
it
to hear
rather
all about it.
fascinating, and I would like to pick your brain about it, but I don't want to be annoying.
Something happened.
There's a.
You're
there's
no
a-
longer a whole person.
Are you all
Also,
together?
those scars are awfully wicked,
What?
so
Is that
I...
Marcosa?
Are you all together?
I guess in a way.
No.
We're all.
No.
What?
We
I
travel.
don't understand your question.
Are you a party of
We are
sorts?
traveling together.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
that's
traveling
nice.
nobility, these are my minions.
I am not a minion.
We are not minions.
Nobility from where?
I hail from a land far away.
So do I. But not the same place. Not such
See,
a bit silly.
it's very common to come from a far away place.
As he gets to town, he pulls out a black opal.
Ooh, pretty.
From my understanding.
So this is worth 550 gold. So you can sell it, Miss Royalty.
No, give it to them. I have plenty
I'll
of
take
gold
that.
Oh,
at home.
I have a 6 fucking gold nugget.
So I have a black opal.
You do?
I'm the one that came with. I guess I have a handful of gems and stuff like that. So.
So you can sell it, and that's my thanks for say my wife has nothing to.
She's it's okay. I'll take you to her because she's not like just
If
anywhere.
you arrive into town,
We'll take you to her.
Will you have enough to provide
To
for the
the
two of us? I'd hate to
Two
have
of
you
you.
have almost died
2 of
for
you.
nothing.
Not
Are you
should be
able
fine
to save
for-
your home?
we should have our home for several years.
good. Wait,
All right.
what? Do you not just have your home?
I am in debt, and this is how I pay my debts.
Oh. What? What? What
Can I
debt?
speak to you for a
How much
moment?
debt? Do you need help?
About 10,000 gold in debt when I make payments.
10,000.
That is
Wow,
not.
that's a lot.
So, okay, so if you're going to go back to the purple terrifying place, you should get the things that keeps you from getting the purples.
I did. I bought 20 of them.
Well,
How
then
long
what
were you in
happened
there?
to you?
I was in there for maybe a week.
Wow.
And they attacked you. Is that what happened?
Maybe you don't go back to the purple.
Well, where else am I gonna get gemstones?
Oh my god, I hate you. I pull out the ruby and I hand it to him and I say, don't fuck it up again. Do I make myself clear? And I hand him the one that's worth 500
900.
or 900 gold.
Thank you. I won't.
No, I
And he just kind of like, so where's my wife?
She's at the
She's over
Wayfarer.
here. Just take her.
She's the Wayfarer traveler.
You make it. She leaps into his arms and then slaps him.
Good.
You kind of deserve that.
She doesn't even
Agreed.
talk to him, but she's wrapped around him. Thank you.
No more crying in the street, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
Can I cry out of happiness?
Sure, I don't care what you do.
Oh my god. And I just go back to wherever we're going.
And they head off. And she's looking through the bag a little
It's
bit.
probably evening now, right?
It's about 5 in the evening.
Okay. I'm gonna try and sneak off to the harbor.
Okay. You sneak off to the harbor.
Actually,
roll stealth to see if you can get away.
yeah. Natural 20.
Anyone want to roll perception?
Did you not care?
Oh, sure, why not? Let's see if I notice anything.
It'd be hilarious if this is the time you got a
I
natural
got a
20.
14.
Okay. You notice he's gone.
Hey, where's Cal? Oh, well, whatever.
I don't care.
You've made it to the harbor.
Neither do I.
The woman
Yeah.
is
The
at...
rotund woman.
Yes.
She's fat.
Very
Crap, I remember.
stringy.
Can I intelligence check to try and remember where she's from? Where she told me she was from?
I would just roll a straight d20.
18?
You would remember... What did you tell him about it? You pointed at the map, right?
Yeah, I don't have a map. So
Okay, you pointed at... She pointed at the continent
north-
most
the north-
Most of it?
Eastern.
Yes.
Okay.
That's mine too.
Okay, so is there a map here? At the Harbor Master?
Yeah.
Okay. So at a point, looking for passage here hopefully tomorrow for 2 or 4 actually, I think. For
Is
4.
it that gnome with you? I will not provide passage to that.
Fine, passage for 3.
Tomorrow's train? Tomorrow?
Help me, it's fine.
That's the plan.
Benefits of being small!
Right? Stuff
me in a backpack.
here.
I don't have anything tomorrow. I have... because it's the night of cursed luck tomorrow. We don't sail.
Day
The
after?
following day, yes.
Day after. How much for 3?
Actually, that's a good question. You guys have never chartered ships. So
No.
So it's not to be anything fancy, just get us from A to B.
Are you willing to work?
What use they can get out of me?
I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
And my companions as well.
You are not there.
For 3 people, 30 gold.
30 goals? Very well.
Probably should be more than that, but I'm too lazy.
Is it which or
With you working, 30 gold.
Oh, God.
30 gold.
And names?
Galadriel, Bezamin. Oh, and brain fart. How do you
Brain
say
fucked.
And
Dandelion.
I have this one. That one I have written down. That one I have written down.
Brain fart.
What a horrid name.
And Dandelion.
She gives you 3
My mom really did not like me.
coins. Bring these tomorrow.
Day after?
Yes. Ah!
What time?
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
You start early, you will be on a fishing vessel that is bound with goods.
Oh, thank
And
you.
will stop to fish on the way.
Yes.
You make it back.
I get
And
back.
at this, well, you guys, you noticed he's gone. You guys are at the inn, the Wayward Traveler.
I would like to acquire rooms for tonight.
How many rooms? 4? 3? I remember you. Badamin.
Close, but wrong. I am Bezamin. But you can call me Be.
Hey.
Let us do 3.
3 rooms?
And I hand the 3 gold.
3
Because that
keys.
is what you told me.
I'm assuming you want the same rooms you were in.
I really
before.
don't care.
Oh. Do you want them near each other?
2 of them definitely, but I don't care about the third.
Gives you 3 room keys. They're all in the, luckily the ones that you were in before, so you're all around each other.
Oh, good. Thank you. I give the room. I give one key to Molly, and I hold the other 2 because I don't know where the fuck this one went.
Alright. You arrive at this point.
Okay.
Thank you, Mark, for subscribing.
Thank you, Mark. You can be friend number 4.
Mark, you can be my newest minion. My army is growing.
Such power.
I would like what?
I'm going to be very powerful again.
You always are.
I'm not your minion.
Alright, so Caladrian has now attended. There is a buffet of food that is out for your enjoyment.
Thank you. How many nights do we get these for?
I just tonight because I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Okay, we're going
Did I
to.
say that right?
We're
Good.
going to want one more night if you're willing to come with us.
What?
Well, I chartered a ship for passage for 3.
Oh, that brutish woman,
Yes.
actually.
Which is why I didn't bring you.
Point
Sleep.
taken.
What? Why sleep? We are 4.
Because she remembered you and didn't want
How good she
to
should
provide
have.
passage for you, so we're gonna have to hide you somewhere.
Fine by me. This pleases me, Caladrian. You've done good work.
I guess.
Where are you going?
Well, we're going to.
Caladrian is taking me home
That's the plan.
Oh.
to where I'm from.
Does anybody have a map?
I don't because I was dumped in the middle of nowhere.
I do actually.
I see a radically do, but I do not. If I could borrow one for just
I
a
do,
second.
and I.
I don't know.
I mostly want
Oh,
to.
you bet.
I
Pulls out
Megan wants to
30 maps.
It's one map. It just has all of the
Just
stuff.
different
Yeah.
things on it.
Okay. Okay. If you.
We're going here to Mostran.
But
Where?
you
But
chartered
where?
a ship to Varenba, the city of glass.
The city of glass in Mostran.
Ah, the city of glass.
Oh,
What a
no.
beautiful place.
Okay. Well.
I want to burn
Is
it
that
to
too
ground.
close?
No, the problem is that I cannot yet go home, and so I have to be careful to not go back to Crocus Lake.
Okay.
So
we don't need to
I
go
mean,
there.
Fair enough. I'll just take you to Valakatesh for a little while.
Roll a society check.
Please roll one.
15?
You've heard of the name, but it doesn't
What?
necessarily ring a bell.
No, sorry. My society check is added up wrong. It should be +6 instead of +3. And oh no, I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm like, that something else is added up wrong, and it would have helped a lot earlier. But that is the 15.
The name is familiar, but you don't know what it means.
I have a question for you that you are not going to like.
What is your question? Perhaps I can answer it for you.
Can we be friends? It's okay. I know you don't want to, and it's fine. It's fine.
I'll let you know in the morning.
Okay.
I think you say no to that.
And are you two sharing a room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, anyone eats a very healthy, very full dinner, and then head up to their rooms. Is there anything you'd like to do before bed?
Can I touch you for a second?
Yes.
Do you like them?
I'm not entirely sure yet.
Do you want to go?
I kind of feel like that's up to you.
Why?
Well, you're the one trying to find yourself. I feel like I'm just wandering at the moment.
Oh. Can I tell you a secret?
Please.
I don't know if we should go. But I want to. But I don't know if we should.
Is it because of the direction?
I was told to go north. And we went north. And I don't know if I need to go somewhere else now. Or if we went north enough. Or if I don't know.
Based off of the map, you know Varenbot is further north.
So the place we are heading is further north.
Oh! Well, that's a little different. It would have been better, yeah, if they said, like, go northeast, northwest, go to this place.
Right.
Oh, hey, here are all of your memories. Go be an
Exactly.
adult.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
It would make life easier. But I guess that is the point.
I think we should take a chance and continue on in this direction just a little further.
Okay.
I think these are good people. Perhaps
Can I tell you a
the
secret?
little one's growing on me a little bit.
I think we're going to be friends.
I think you will. I'm a little less sure about you and Cal.
I don't like him.
That's alright. He can be. You two are very much like oil and water. Do not mix.
But that's how you light water on fire.
True.
Okay.
And oil and vinegar makes a lovely salad dressing.
Are you vinegar?
You could be.
Good.
Why not?
Because we're like not the same, you know?
Yes.
But we go
We
together.
go well together, indeed.
But you just have to shake it first.
Yes.
And with that, is there anything else you guys would like to do before bed?
I'm just making sure that the etchings are good.
And the etchings are good.
Cool.
Don't know what I would do before bed.
Pack Rat is just
I really want
What are you
that rat.
staring at?
kind of comes up to your leg and just licks it and then curls around it.
Oh, you're going to fit in really well with the hellhounds and the dark horses.
And with that,
Actually, one more. I'm apologizing to Andrew.
alright,
Just to make sure, sorry, we just didn't have enough potions.
and we're kind of like grumbles as
Sorry.
well as this fox can grumble.
I'm sorry. I didn't want you to die. I don't think you want to die.
And with apologizing to Andrew and fitting in with the hellhounds and shake it, we're gonna end it for now.
All of it, that just fucking sums up a lot, doesn't it?
That sounds about right.
Alright.
Yay!
We killed things!
And
We
also,
didn't die!
you guys level up.
I had a feeling.
Yay! I don't know what that means!
It means
We're
you
level
get better.
Okay. I mean, I know it means we get I know that.
No,
much.
it means you get worse.
Right, seriously.
I get more
Roll
Think,
awesome.
we think Dandelion can get
We'll
any
level
worse?
up next game.
Okay.
Before next game, so we'll all get together early.
Sweet! Thanks, guys!
So you had some interesting rolls tonight. A lot of 7s, and
Lots of
6s,
ones.
and 1s.
Lots of
It
ones.
was fabulous.
Are
I think you took all of
okay?
my little rolls.
I don't know if I am okay. I think I jinxed Mandy. I kept joking, like, oh, she's gonna be really clumsy. It'll be funny. And then, yeah.
I think
It was funny.
Oh, hysterical.
I think you took all of my low rolls.
I think I took everybody's flow
You just
roll.
summon
You
an
normally
instrument.
roll really
Yeah.
low? Is that
I
what
rolled.
you do?
No, I rolled awful during Meg's campaign.
Oh yeah, you were absolutely horrid.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing this guy who was supposed to be
I
sergeant
don't
bounty
even
hunter or
know.
something like that, and I was just rolling like shit.
It was hilarious.
Turned you into like a cartoon character.
You know, at least it wasn't like you had that moment of like, I'm gonna do some. At least you didn't set it up to be like, I'm gonna do the most amazing thing
Right.
at one.
Right? Exactly.
I'm the most badass, serious one.
Right. Watch me climb these motherfucking stairs. One.
That's almost like better though, in
Yeah.
some ways. Makes it really funny. Just gotta roll with it, I guess.
Uh,
I didn't,
you all-
I didn't actually mean to say that, but
Well, thank you all for joining us, and for our 2 new subscribers, Mark and Matt.
okay. Thank you.
Hey, guys,
That was really nice.
shake it.
And we-
Immediately unsubscribed.
And we will be back on Thursday, the 26th, and we will be starting at 6:30. We will start,
What? No way.
Like, actually,
and we will be
sure.
leveled up at that point. So, thank you for joining us, and we will see you then.
More than 8 points.
Ta-ta.
Ta ta for now.